Yes, people, a very, very happy month, all of you. Thank you so much for the amazing energy. So, guys, we are back again with a brand new topic, which is Accounting Standard 15, which is talking about employee benefit. So, guys, mark this chapter very, very important. Some students have phobia from this chapter because as we progress, this chapter will get slightly technical, more mathematics oriented. So people find this little bit challenging, right? But we are not in a hurry. We will understand each and every topic very comfortably. Aram se will do it. So there is no panic, there is no chaos at all. And this topic is very, very important from MCQ perspective as well, right? In couple of attempts, this has been asked as a part of compulsory question. So there is no way one can skip this topic and go for the examination, right? So let's begin, people. So let's focus on the applicability of the accounting standard 15. AS 15 employee benefit is a mandatory accounting standard which is applicable to all the entities, whether they are companies or non-companies. It is a compulsory mandatory accounting standard. Okay. However, non-SMCs and MSMEs are granted exemption from certain recognition criteria, measurement criteria, and disclosure criteria, which is prescribed under the standard. So if you remember, when I did the applicability of the accounting standard, this is the applicability of the companies. It is for the companies. In that, below I mentioned that in accounting standard 15, there is a partial exemption. Okay, what is the difference between disclosure exemption and partial exemption? When I say there is a disclosure exemption means in that particular accounting standard, the disclosure aspect of the standard is there. No, that alone is exempted. When I say partial exemption, what does it mean? Apart from disclosure exemption, there are a few more paragraphs that is applicable to all the big companies. No, that is not applicable for these non-SMCs. Got it? Not got it? So partial exemption means apart from disclosures, there are certain accounting points, that is paragraphs or the principles, which is applicable for the SMCs, which is not applicable for the non-SMCs. Got it? Not got it? The non-SMCs have partial exemption with accounting standard 15. Clear or not clear? Same thing is applied for MSME also. For MSME, disclosure based exemption also is there. Partial exemption also is there. Got it? Not got it? Now what that is, you will understand eventually as we progress in the topic. Okay, ba? If this is clear, can I go forward? Fantastic. Sir, what is the objective of this accounting standard? The objective of this AS 15 is to prescribe accounting requirement of the employee benefit and disclosure requirement of the employee benefit. Here, accounting requirement comprises of three things. That how an employee benefit should be recognized in the books of account, at what value it should be measured, and how it should be presented in the books of accounts. These are the three aspects covered in the term accounting. And apart from that, how this information should be disclosed in the financial statement, a guidance of that is being laid down in this accounting standard 15. Got it? Not got it? So in short, this accounting standard is covering all the four aspects. It is talking about all the four aspects. Next point, the objective of this AS is to ensure that enterprises recognize a liability at appropriate time and recognizes its expense at the appropriate time. When it is, we'll discuss in the upcoming chapters, upcoming sessions. Now, what this also means, a small glimpse of it I'll give in some time, but allow me to read this paragraph and come back. This AS deals with all the four aspects. One is recognition aspect. What does it mean? This AS prescribes when an employee benefit expenses and its related liability should be recognized. Recognized means what? Recorded. This also talks about measurement aspect. So this AS prescribes that how the amount of the employee benefit should be measured, how the amount should be calculated. அது calculate பண்ணாதான் entry போட முடியும். Yes or no? Salary account debit to salary payable. And the salary எப்படி measure பண்ணணும்? Got it? Not got it? So that measurement aspect is being taught by accounting standard 15. Then this AS 15 also guides on the presentation aspect. Means what? It prescribes where the recognized amount should be presented in the financial statement. This expenditure under what category we have to show. This liability, where should be present? Will it come on liability side? Should it come on asset side? How does it come? It has to be explained. No, that explanation has been given in the accounting standard 15. And finally, it prescribes what information relating to employee benefit should be disclosed in the financial statement. Got it? Not got it? Hell no. Okay. Can I give an overall view of this chapter? what we are going to study in this topic. Can I give you an overall view, very short and crisp manner? Okay. This is a topic related to 11th standard. This is financial year 25-26. There is one entity which pays salary not at the end of every month. They pay salary next month, let's say 5th. இப்போ ஒருத்த வந்து ஏப்ரல்ல ஒர்க் பண்றா அப்படின்னா the person is working from April 1 to 30 April. So the benefit is received during what period? April month. The payment of this will happen when, 5th of May. The reason could be anything. We're not getting into the reasons. But the payment happens on the next period. Like that, it goes on happening every month. Now the problem comes not in the month of April to February. The problem comes in the month of March. இப்போ என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா மார்ச்ல நீங்க வந்து சர்வீசஸ் கொடுக்குறீங்க, ரைட்டா? Payment is happening when? 5th of April. Now if I record the salary ka entry, salary expenses, if I recognize in April month, will it be right? Because this April month is falling in which financial year? Next financial year, 26-27. So 5th April, since I'm making the payment, if I record the expenses, on 5th of April, will it be appropriate? No. It will be violating what concept? It will violate matching concept. What does matching concept says? Record expenditure in that period, in which period the benefit is received. உங்களோட ஸ்டாஃப் உங்களோட கம்பெனில has been working from 1 March to 31st March. So the benefit is come during which month? March month. And this March month is belonging to which financial year? 25-26. So benefit is coming in 25-26. How can we record the expenditure in 26-27? அப்படி பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா it is violation of accounting, that is matching concept. This is violation of matching concept. So now, based on matching concept, an accounting standard 15 is developed which says that if the benefit is coming in this month, expenses should be recognized in this month only. Got it, not got it. But how do I do it? At the end of the month, I have to pass an entry where I record the entry. What entry? Salary expenses account debit to outstanding salary. So because of this accounting standard, an expenditure is getting correctly recognized in the respective accounting period in which the service is received, and corresponding liability also is got booked. Got it, not got it. So the ultimate objective of the accounting standard 15 is that in what period the service is received, in what period the benefit is received, in that period the expenses also should be booked and the corresponding liability also should be entered into. Got it, not got it. Come back to this. The objective of this accounting standard 15 is to recognize the liability when the employee renders the service today for the benefit payable in future. So nama example, when is the service rendered? In the month of March. Which financial year? 25-26. But the benefit payable, salary payable when? In future. When in future? 5th of April. Which financial year? 26-27. So this liability should be recorded in that year when the service is provided. So this accounting standard is stressing or elaborating on that point very much. Got it, not got it. And when you record that expenditure, money is not paid. So for that, a liability has to be recognized. So recognize expenses when it receives the economic benefit. Sorry. So the second point talks about expenses. What is the second point saying? Record expenses in that period when the benefit is received from the employee. Since money is not paid, its corresponding liability should be recorded in that period when the service is rendered. Got it, not got it. Okay. So this topic is not a topic that you're studying first time now. This is something which you've been studying since 11th standard. Entire 11th, 12th and foundation, we've been talking about it. Sir, are we going to study this again in intermediate? Of course, yes. But this topic only constitutes, let's say, 5% of the entire AS15. Which means there is above and beyond this topic which enormously we are going to focus upon. That topic which you have not dealt with earlier in 11th, 12th and foundation, those aspects also we're going to cover now in accounting standard 15. So can you tell something about it? Yes. Have you come across a term called as gratuity? What is meant by gratuity? This word gratuity has come from where? Gratitude. Very good. Okay. Anything else that you can highlight about gratuity? Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Beautiful. Clap for it, please. Beautifully said. Purvi said. Sir, it is very difficult for any organization to find a loyal employee. Correct? If you see, in most of the cases, or let's say 90% of the cases, an employee will always, be in the hunt of shifting from one company to another company for better packages and improvement. It's only remaining 5 to 10% of the employee who will not be bothered that much about the salary package, and they would stick on to the company for a very longer period. Yes or no? So loyalty is a very big thing in today's scenario, which is, I'm telling you, in today's scenario, forget 90%, 99% case, there is no loyalty, which means loyalty is there only 1% case, which is the rarest of the rarest. Imagine I'm running academy. I'm running an academy. Not imagine, I'm running academy. I'm running academy. Now, I'm running academy. Imagine Sangami, Akka, has been with me since the commencement of the academy, right? So when was the academy commenced? In 2019, we started the academy. Today is what, 2026. How many years over? How many years over? 7 years completed, and we are into 8th year. Yes or no? Okay. Whatever it is. I understand in emotion, but I'll still stick on to Sangami. Now, don't you think that a staff, here, focus on me. Focus on here. Here, imagine a staff who is in the academy for straight 7 years. Do you think it is a normal? Do you think this is a normal event? A staff staying in one organization for 7 straight years. Do you think it is a normal event? No. Right? So now tell me, people, is the staff loyal to the business entity or not? Yes. Now, at one point of time, we feel that this loyalty should be rewarded. We want to reward the loyalty. We want to express our gratitude. So what way I'll express gratitude? I'll call Sangami Akka in front of you. I'll appreciate her. That is gratitude. Is that sufficient? With that appreciation, can she pay her monthly rents? No. Can he buy any Apple iPhone? Hell no. iPhone can she buy? Not possible. Yeah, no, I'm just telling. Now, with that appreciation, can she buy a car? No. So gratitude, just in words, is not going to help people. It will not motivate people. So what do? We have to express gratitude in form of paisa. That is called as gratuity. Gratuity is amount paid towards an employee for being loyal in the organization, staying in the organization for a very long period. So we are, as an organization, we are trying to express that gratitude to the employee in form of paying some compensation. Got it? Not got it? Freedom. Now, so I'll twist from here. So this is year 1 of the organization, okay? So we have told that if any employee is staying in my organization for 5 years, at the end of 5th year, we will pay you 5 lakh rupees as gratuity. How much amount? 5 lakh rupees as gratuity. We are now at the end of year 1, okay? So this is year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. So once who completes year 5, those who complete 5 years of service, at this point, I'll make the payment of gratuity. Okay, not okay? Okay. What is the gratuity amount? 5 lakh. Imagine the employee has worked for 5 years. Which means, is that employee entitled to that 5 lakh rupees? Yes. Should I pay that? Yes. So tell me, people, this is 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26. And today we are in 26, 27. What is today's date? 5th of August. 5th of August, I'm paying 5 lakh rupees from my bank account. The entry what I'm passing is gratuity expenses account debit to bank 5 lakh. This entry I'm passing in which financial year? In the 6th year, which is 26, 27, I'm passing the entry gratuity expenses to bank 5 lakh. Is this right or wrong? To bank 5 lakh is correct. But what have you done? You have debited the entire 5 lakh as expenditure in which year? In the year 26, 27. Now, this is in violation of matching concept. இந்த வருஷம் நீ ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணி 5 லட்சம் ரூபா, இதுக்கு benefit இந்த வருஷம் வாங்குனியா? Have you got the benefit from the employee in the current period? Have you received any economic benefit in the current year? No. You received the economic benefit in the past 5 years. You got 1/5 of the benefit in the year 1, 2/5 of the benefit in year 2, like that year 3, year 4, year 5. நீ 5 வருஷமா பெனிஃபிட் வாங்கின பாத்தியா, அந்தோட காம்பன்சேஷன் தான் இந்த 5 lakh rupees. Got it? Not got it? So benefit is received in some other year, but the expenditure is recorded in some other year. Is it not a violation of matching concept? Yes. So accounting standard 15 says that if at all you're planning to do accounting in this manner, please wait, this is wrong. The way I tell you, you do the accounting. Got it, not got it. Forget AS 15. What do you feel, people? How should I record it? This 5 lakh rupees, how should I record it? Sir, every year, part of the amount should I record? How much should I record? Every year, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh is what you are saying. 5 lakh rupees divided by 5 years. Every year, 1 lakh ka entry have to pass. But my question is, what entry will you pass? At the end of every year, what entry will you pass? P&L account debit to provision for gratuity. Provision for gratuity. How much? 1 lakh, 1 lakh. இப்போ என்னாச்சு? In this period, you have received a service. How much service? 1/5 of the service. Employee 5 வருஷம் ஒர்க் பண்ணா உனக்கு வந்து என்ன கிடைக்கும்? 5 lakh கிடைக்கும். அந்த 5 வருஷத்துல எவ்வளவு வருஷம் ஒர்க் பண்ணியாச்சு? 1 year. So out of 5 year, how much is completed? 1 year is completed. So 1/5 of the service is completed? Yes. So 5 lakh ka 1/5 is how much? 1 lakh rupees. So what benefit I received in the current year? For that proportionate expenditure is recorded. Yes or no? So debit all expense and losses. The P&L what if debited is expenditure. And this paisa, are you going to pay today? No, you're going to pay after 5 years. So anything that you pay in future is liability. You created the liability. Got it, not got it. Now you are accounting this at 1 lakh rupees. Accounting standard 15 says that, of course, you have to record 1 lakh, but I will not record the entire 1 lakh. We will record out the discounted amount. What amount? Discounted amount. Now, what is discounted amount? Why do we discount? All the drama we are yet to discuss in this topic. So, idan crux. The crux is what? There are some employee benefit which you will pay after multiple years, after several years, after 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. That payment which you do after 15 years, if you record that expenditure after 15 years, it will violate the matching concept. So what are we saying? Record the expenditure in that period when the service is getting accrued, when the benefit is getting received. This is one point. Second, it is telling us what amount should be recorded, how it should be measured is what has been dealt with in this accounting standard. Got it, not got it? Tell no. அதாவது இதான் கோர், இதுதான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போறோம். இது சுத்தி lot of masalas are there, but this is what is a core conceptual discussion. Any doubts in this? So now what has happened? This AS 15 is helping you to record the expenses in that period when the economic benefit is received. Come back here. Recognize expense when it receives the economic benefit of the employee services. In the first year, I'm getting 1/5 of the services. So 1/5 of the future expenditure I'm recording today. Got it, not got it? So this AS 15 is not helping us to record the expenses appropriately. Apart from that, it is helping us to book the liability also properly. It helps to recognize the liability when the employee renders the service today. 1/5 of the service is rendered today, for which the benefit is payable in future. Got it, not got it? So because of this entry, your liability and expenses are getting recognized in a true and fair manner. Got it, not got it? So this is the primary objective of this accounting standard 15. Okay, wow. Next point, scope. An employer is required to recognize, I'm telling you, today's entire class is going to be more of theory. The practical topic discussion will only commence from the next class, right? And whatever topic I'm discussing now, don't think it is a waste, because this is a very important discussion and very much relevant to all your MCQs. Got it, not got it? So please pay full attention. Even though today's session is more sort of theory, please concentrate, because everything I'm going to discuss in detail to give a correct picture and give a clear aspect of this accounting standard. So please stay concentrated in the class and give me full attention. Now, an employer is required to recognize the employee benefit. Now, what is meant by employee benefit? I'll discuss. I'll give an example. What is employee benefit? The salary that I pay to employee is employee benefit. The wages that I pay to worker is employee benefit. The gratuity that I was discussing to pay after 5 years, that is employee benefit. The pension that I'm going to pay to the employee in future is employee benefit. On behalf of employee, I am taking insurance policy. Which insurance policy? Medical insurance policy. Avanoda insurance ku na premium pay pandren. Who am I? Company. So I'm giving benefit to the employee. So all that is called as employee benefit. Short and sweet I've discussed. Elaborate discussion I'll do in some time. Prida. An employer is required to recognize employee benefit only when there is an obligation to pay that employee benefit exists. Therefore, before recognizing employee benefit as expenditure and liability, it is important to determine whether the employer has an obligation to provide such benefit or not. Salary account debit to salary payable record பண்றீங்க இல்லையா, உண்மையாலே வந்து அந்த salary நீங்க பே பண்ணணுமா இல்லையா அப்படிங்கறது தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் இல்லையா? அது எப்படி தெரிஞ்சுப்பீங்க? How do you know? How do you know as a company you have some employee benefit to pay? How does the employee benefit arises to the employer in favor of employee? So under AS 15, such an obligation may arise from the following sources. கீழ நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ற 3 டாபிக் இருக்கு. These 3 topics are going to put that employee benefit ka burden on your head. Who are you? Entity, enterprise. So employer obligation to provide employee benefit arises. Employer's obligation. Obligation means what? A pressure that I have to pay the money in future. That is called as obligation. Employer obligation to pay employee benefit. How does it arise? It arises under a formal plan or formal agreement, or under legal requirement, or under informal practices. Out of these 3 ways, you will trigger an obligation to pay employee benefit to your employee. So all the 3, one by one, let's understand. What is meant by formal plan or other formal agreement? This point I'll come back and discuss later. Directly I'll read the explanation. A formal plan or an agreement. A formal plan or agreement means that there is a written document or contract. What contract? Employment contract. Tomorrow when you become a chartered accountant, if you go to any company for job, between you and that company there will be one employment contract. In that employment contract, all the terms and conditions will be mentioned. At what time to what time you have to work, how much salary you will be paid, what is the breakup of the salary, this salary in what parts it will be paid, complete description. Apart from this, what else the company is expecting from you, everything will be mentioned in the employment contract, which also is called as appointment letter, or in HR policy, under which an employer promises to provide certain employee benefit. So now, to Sangamika, I have promised in the employment contract that I'll pay her salary. So paying of salary is employee benefit or not? Yes. Apart from that, I've told her, if you work with me for 5 years, I'll give you a gratuity of 5 lakh rupees. Is this gratuity an employee benefit or not? Yes. Apart from that, I told her, if you work for another 5 more years, I will gift you a scooter worth 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh rupees. So this is an employee benefit or not? Yes. இது எல்லாமே நான் கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எங்க கேப்சர் பண்ணிருக்கேன்? This is got captured in one agreement, in contract, in appointment letter. Somewhere it is documented. Got it, not got it. So because of the documentation, there is one liability coming on your head to compensate that amount to the employee in future. Got it, not got it. Since the employer has entered into formal agreement, it is legally and contractually binding to provide those benefit to such employees. Got it, not got it. Clear or not clear? So we are talking about the arising of the employee benefit. How that employee benefit ka para is coming and sitting on my head. Got it, not got it. Is okay, va? Okay. Now, this is the main language given in the accounting standard. Employee benefit provided under formal plan or other formal agreement between an employer and employee or group of employee or their representative. So this agreement can be between employer-employee, or employer and group of employee, or employer and their representative. So between them there is one agreement. In that agreement we are saying that I'll pay you so much now and in future. So everything is formally agreed upon. Got it, not got it. In partnership business, we said no, agreement is compulsory, but agreement can be either in oral or in writing. In writing irundha appadina enna solluvom? Partnership deed. So this deed we are talking about, this is a deed between employer and employee contract. Got it, not got it. So this contract is giving birth to the employee benefit. So by virtue of this contract, the obligation to pay the money to employee in future is being agreed upon. Yes, ma. Employee's representative. So now what this point means, that this agreement can be between employer versus employee, or employer versus group of employee. That is, I'm not doing contract with one employee, I'm doing the contract with the entire employee organization. So this happens in the factory workers union irukum. So now the factory, that is employer, is signing an agreement with the employee union that I'll give you so much of benefit in future. So this agreement is not with one single employee, it is with group of employee. Got it, not got it. Or this agreement can be between employer versus representative of that employee, adhaadu union. So if the agreement is between the factory and the union, that is called as, union is called as representative of the entire group of employees. Got it, not got it? If you do employment contract directly with those group of employees, then this is one aspect. Or you can do contract directly with one single employee. Got it, not got it? Clear or not clear? Okay. This is one way the employee benefit will come and fall on your head. What is another way? Legislative requirement means what? Legal requirement. Okay, before that, I have an example to discuss. Rather, 4 examples. Appointment letter states that employee will receive gratuity after completing 5 years of service. So what is gratuity now? Employee benefit. Now this employee benefit has become your obligation because you have committed this where? In the policy, in the appointment letter you have committed. So once the person is completing 5 years of service, do you have the obligation to pay that money or not? Yes. So this employee benefit is arisen because of the appointment letter. Got it, not got it? This is the source of employee benefit. Got it, not got it? Next, company's HR policy says that we will provide 30 days of earned leave every year. What is meant by 30 days of earned leave? What is earned leave? Earned leave, paid leave. Rather, you can say paid leave. What is meant by paid leave? I am telling Sangami Akka, monthly you have 4 holidays. Monthly we are granting you 4 paid leave. In the leave ni edukala appadina, we will give you paisa against it. So let's say her 1 day ka salary is 1000 rupees. So that 4 day of holiday what I've given to her, if she is not taking that holiday, into 4 days, she will get from me 4000 rupees every month. Got it, not got it? This is mentioned where? In the HR policy. So what is the source of employee benefit? HR policy, which is a formal agreement, a wage agreement with the labor union promising to pay the annual bonuses, employment contract which provides medical insurance to employees. So all the ones which I marked in red, no, these are employee benefit which is triggered because of the formal agreement. Appointment letter is a formal agreement. Company's HR policy is a formal agreement. Wage agreement is a formal agreement. Employment contract is a formal agreement. This is the source of employee benefit. This is the source of triggering the employee benefit. Got it, not got it? Now, next is legislative requirement. Sometimes employee benefit are not voluntary. So, மேல கொடுக்குறோம் இல்லையா, salary, gratuity, earned leave, annual bonus, medical insurance, it is all voluntary we are giving to the employee. Got it, not got it? And that we are registering in the document. Sometimes we have to pay some employee benefit to the employee, not on our own will. We are paying it on the compulsion. Who is compelling us? Law is compelling us. Sometimes the employee benefit are not paid voluntarily. They are paid on compulsion. The employer is required to provide them because of the law or industry rule which makes them compulsory. In such case, AS 15 also applies to them. So what is the source of triggering of employee benefit? Law or industry rules. Law or industry rule. Both put together is called as legislative requirement. Legislative applicability. Got it, not got it? Now, for my organization, gratuity is not applicable. For my organization, gratuity is not applicable. Applicability of gratuity. For applicability of gratuity on any organization, there are certain criteria. If I satisfy those criteria, then compulsory I have to give gratuity as per law. Got it, not got it? Now, for me, gratuity act is not applicable. But still I gave gratuity to Sangam, 5 lakh I promised to pay, no. That is because of my formal contract. It is not because of law. Got it, not got it? Now what happens is, on my organization, there is a gratuity act applicable. But I don't have the intention to pay gratuity to my employee. I don't want to express my gratitude. I don't want to pay it. But still I have to pay gratuity to employee. Not because of my agreement with the employee. It is because of the law. Law says that you have to pay gratuity to the employee. Law says that you have to contribute EPF to the employee. Law says that you have to pay ESI to the employee. So all this I am paying from my pocket over and above salary. Salary தாண்டி இது எல்லாமே எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நான் பே பண்றேன். யாருக்காக? For the benefit of the employee. Is it because of my own will and desire to pay all this? Did I decide? No, rather I was compelled by the law, legislature, that you have to pay gratuity, you have to pay EPF, you have to pay ESI. That has been compelled on me. So if any employee benefit is triggered on your head because of law, then we categorize that under legislative requirement or industry arrangement. Got it, not got it? So by virtue of this, if any employee benefit is getting triggered, this also is covered under accounting standard 15. So the company has to account such employee benefit as per AS 15. Got it, not got it? Example of industry arrangement. Employer in a particular industry, let's say jewelry industry, jointly contribute a common amount to the pension fund for all the employees. Purida. So let's say I am working in education industry. I am working in education industry. In the education industry, we have an association. What do we have? Association. For that association, that is a president. So president and all the members put together have decided that we have to contribute a small amount to a fund called as pension fund. From that pension fund, we will give the what you call the amount, monthly amount to those teachers who are retiring. See, as an association, I have to take care of the teachers, their future, etc., etc. Okay, wow. Imagine once the teacher has become old, they are no longer capable of teaching because of their age old. So tomorrow, where will they go and earn money, boss? And they don't know anything else apart from teaching also. So who will protect them? அது ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணல அப்படின்னா அந்த ஃபியூச்சரை பயந்து யாரும் டீச்சிங் ஃபீல்டில் வரமாட்டாங்க. ஸோ வி ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு பிரிங் இன் லாட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் டு த டீச்சிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி வேர் வி டெல்லிங் தட் while teaching will pay you good amount. Apart from that, if you become old and retired, even later you'll get the pension amount. Got it, not got it. So who's taking this decision? Is government taking decision? Is any one company taking decision? No, it is the industry on the whole making the decision. Which industry? In my example, education industry. It is telling that all the academies have to contribute one amount to the pension fund. Accumulated. If any teacher is retiring, after retirement, every month a small portion of it should be paid from the pension fund to the respective retired employees. So this compulsion is not coming from the law. It is coming from the industry. If I don't follow these norms, I'll be boycotted from that education industry. I will not be a part of that association. I cannot get any benefit from such association. So under fear, I am contributing the amount to the pension fund account. Got it, not got it. Like that construction company is contributing a small amount to the welfare fund. Why? Because, you know, on the construction side, there is lot of possibilities for accidents. Got it, not got it. So on the accident, if somebody dies, or let's say if they are getting handicapped because of any accident, so who will take care of their family? So in that case, this construction industry from the welfare fund will contribute a small amount to the respective employee. Got it, not got it. So this kind of welfare fund that we are creating, pension fund that we are creating, in which the amount is contributed, for me as a company, what is it, boss? It is a employee benefit that I'm giving towards the employee. Got it, not got it. So the accounting of such employee benefit should be done as per accounting standard 15. Got it, not got it. Clear or not clear? So employee benefit provided under legislative requirement or through industry arrangement, whereby the enterprise are required to contribute to the national, state, industry or other multi-employer plans, such will be covered under accounting standard 15. Such contribution will be called as employee benefit, and the accounting of such items should be done as per accounting standard 15. Okay, not okay. Idu thandi, in one more way, employee benefit can trigger on your head. That is called as informal practices giving rise to a constructive obligation. Directly, I'll go to example. ABC Limited has paid a Diwali bonus equal to 1 month salary every year in last 15 years. ABC Limited is one company. It is paying Diwali bonus equal to 1 month salary every year for last 15 years. கடந்த 15 வருஷமாக இந்த கம்பெனி வந்து அவங்க எம்ப்ளாயிஸ்க்கு வந்து they're giving Diwali bonus, which is equal to 1 month salary, which means apart from paying 12 month salary, extra 1 month salary is being paid. நீ மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு salary வாங்குற? 13 month salary you're getting, but you're giving service only for 12 months. So extra 1 month salary is given in form of bonus. What bonus? Diwali bonus. Now the question is, you go to any company, will the company say that I'll give you Diwali bonus in the contract? No. Generally, they will not tell. Big companies, they will tell. Big companies, they will tell. But small companies or other entities, they will not tell anything in the employment contract that I will pay the Diwali bonus. Got it, not got it. But still, the expectation is created, no? Or employee, na pudusa the company la varen. I'm asking the co-employee, is this company giving Diwali bonus? What is the company? What is the employee saying? Oh, yes. I'm this company for 15 years. My master has given me 15 Diwali bonus in last 15 years. So that is creating one expectation in the minds of employee or not. Yes. And you as employer, if you're going to pay such amount apdina, then that Diwali bonus, though not agreed in the contract, though not compelled by the law, still you have to treat this as employee benefit, and you should account it as per accounting standard 15. Got it, not got it. ABC Limited paid Diwali bonus equal to 1 month salary in every year for last 15 years. There is no law requiring it To pay Diwali bonus, does any law compel you? No. Nor there is any written agreement with the employee. So in the Diwali bonus is not getting covered in point 1 and point 2. However, employee now reasonably expect to receive the bonus every year. How did that expectation come? Because he has asked his co-employee that last 15 years, have you received or not? He said yes. So we also have expectation that we will also receive it. Got it, not got it. So therefore, ABC Limited in this case is gotten constructive obligation, which is arisen because of informal practices. Got it, not got it. So giving Diwali bonus is something which is informal practice of the organization. It is not something which law says. It is not something which the industry says. It is not something that we have agreed in the contract. It is because of the practices that we do every year. This obligation is coming and falling on my head. Got it, not got it. Tell no. So this is example of informal practices. Employee benefit provided under informal practices that gives rise to construction obligation is an employee benefit covered under accounting standard 15. Got it, not got it. Because people in the past have argued that no, this Diwali bonus is not agreed in the contract. It is not there anywhere in the law. So why should I treat this as employee benefit? Why should I follow AS 15? People were arguing. Hence this point was added telling that whether it is there in contract or not, whether law says or not, this is a practice or not in your organization. Yes. Every year you're paying Diwali bonus or not. Yes. So treat this as employee benefit accounted as per AS 15 is what this standard trying to say. Got it, not got it. Sometimes there is no written agreement or no legal requirement, but the employer has been following a particular practice for many years. Because of this consistent past practice, employee reasonably expect that they will continue to receive the benefit. As a result, the employer has no realistic alternative but to provide for such benefit in accordance with AS 15. This is called as creation of constructive obligation. Got it, not got it. Purinjada? I'll give one more example. In the past 15 years, it so happens that if any employee in the company is there for 5 years, and after that, if he is quitting the organization, the company pays a lump sum of 1 lakh rupees. But this point is not agreed anywhere in the formal agreement. It is not there. Nor any law says it. Nor this is any industry practice. Idume kadiyadu. So this is an activity which the company does on its own. Got it, not got it. To selected employees. Now tell me, if any new employee comes, looking at this past practices, will he not have an expectation that, oh, even if I stay in the company for 5 years, even I might get a lump sum of 1 lakh rupees? Possible, not possible? Yes. So now, for the company, such kind of expectation that you're setting, will be categorized as constructive obligation, and this has to be treated as employee benefit, and this has to be accounted as per AS 15. Got it, not got it? Amma. Correct. So she said, sir, you said particular employees. No. So as auditor, what I'll do is, I will ask the company that to what type of employees you are giving this kind of benefits. So for that category of people, let's say 10 people are there, Apnina. In the 10 people, if you retire in future after 5 years, means if I will give 1 lakh rupee, means the provision for that should be accounted right now itself. But to give that 1 lakh rupees, is it mentioned anywhere in the employment contract, in HR policy, in law, in industry practices? Nowhere. But still that employee benefit is coming on my head, no. So that is by way of informal arrangements. Got it, not got it. So these are the 3 sources where the triggering of the employee benefit will happen. Employee benefit concept is getting generated from where? From these 3 sources. So these 3 are the sources of generating the employee benefit. Got it, not got it. So what are the 3 sources? The employee benefit obligation arises under a formal plan or agreement, or under legislative requirement, or under informal practices. Under legislative requirement, there are 2 things. One is law. Second is industry practices. Got it, not got it. This is clear. Online people, this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Now, this standard does not deal with 2 things. Adavadhu, the following 2 things are not covered under AS 15. One is employee share based payment. Nothing but ESOP. You know what is ESOP? Okay, I'll tell you what it is. I'm a company. Kalpavriksha Academy is a company, right? The face value of my share is 10 rupee. And the market value or the intrinsic value of my share today is 30 rupees. Or let's say, I'll make it more, attractive. It is 200 rupees. Which means, whatever the net assets are there of my organization, net assets at fair value. Adavadhu, in my balance sheet, there's land worth 1 lakh. Okay, wow. This 1 lakh is what? Book value, historical cost. If I go and sell this in market, how much will I get? Let's say 10 lakh rupees. This is called as fair value. This is called as fair value. Like that, I will restate all the assets and liabilities at the fair value, and I will do assets minus liability. What will I get? Net assets. So that net assets, if I divide by number of shares, I'll get market value of one share. About this in-depth, where will you study? Amalgamation. In amalgamation, you'll study this little bit more in depth. I'm telling in very short and crisp manner. I'm just telling you, என்னோட கம்பெனியோட ஷேர் இருக்கு இல்லையா, face value is 10 rupees. Today, its market price is 200 rupees. That much you understand. How that market price came, how I derived, we'll discuss in amalgamation or some other topic. இப்போதைக்கு புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, it is 200 rupees. Got it, not got it. After 8 years, that is after 8 years, the market value of the share is how much? 200 rupees. If I continue academy for further 10-15 more years, can I say the market value will grow up to 2000 rupees? Possible, not possible? Let's talk about positivity. அதாவது அகாடமி ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது the face value per share was 10 rupees. After 8 years of hard work and after 8 years of giving exceptional profit, the market value of the share after 8 years is 200 rupees. If I further continue the business and grow in a big way, in future the market value could be how much? 2000 rupees. Got it, not got it? So now I'm offering shares of my company to the teacher. Which teacher? Anybody wants to become a teacher in future? Lakshita. So Lakshita says, sir, I want to become a teacher. So I'm telling Lakshita, if you are staying in my company for 5 years and provide exceptional teaching service, plus you stay with me for 5 years, plus apart from working as a teacher, you try to show some ownership towards the organization. You think this is your company and work dedicatedly for the 5 years. If all these 3 conditions are satisfied, I will give you shares of my company, which means I'm making her part owner of the organizations. Got it, not got it? Now, I'm offering 1000 share to Lakshita. How many shares? 1000 share. Today is what market price? 200. I'm telling Lakshita, this share I'm going to give you at 50 rupees. How much she has to pay? 50,000 she has to pay. What is the profit today? If today itself she sells the shares, she will receive how much? 200 rupees. What is the profit that she has made? 200 minus 50. 150 is the profit per share already she made today. Got it, not got it? Okay, wow. Now Lakshita will buy the shares at 50,000 rupees. Why? Not because of this 150 ka profit today. She's expecting that this 200 worth of share in future will become 2000. So our motive is what? 2000 is the future selling price of the share. From that, if I minus 50 rupees cost price of the share, what is the profit per share? 1950 multiplied by 1000. This is her dream. She wants to attack this amount. Got it, not got it? So in that greed, she says that, okay, sir, I want to sign up an agreement with you for ESOPs. So what is the condition to get the shares? 1, she has to work as a teacher in my academy. First condition. Second condition, she has to be there for minimum of 5 years. Third condition, in this 5 years, she should not work just as an employee. She should exhibit the ownership skills and show that kind of attachment towards the organization. அதாவது this organization is as if the organization of Lakshita. In that way, she has to take care. If all these 3 conditions are satisfied, Lakshita will get 1000 shares at 50 each. Got it, not got it? Yes or no? Now, this shares what I'm giving to Lakshita, is it not at the discounted price? I'm giving the share to Lakshita when today, when the market price is 200. 200 worth of share I'm giving at 50. So the difference 150, what I'm not charging, is it not a way of employee benefit given to the staff? Yes or no? 200 worth of share you're giving at 50 rupees. Remaining 150 what you're not collecting, is it not the benefit of the employee? That is called as employee benefit. So that employee benefit is not covered under AS 15. Such employee benefit is not covered under AS 15. AS 15 does not guide on ESOPs. Got it, not got it? So employee share-based payment are benefits in which employer compensated through shares. So I'm giving Lakshita salary. I'm giving Lakshita share of profit. Apart from that, I'm giving Lakshita my shares of the company, stock of the company, and other shares linked to the instrument instead of cash. Means apart from cash, I'm also giving her ESOPs, which is linked towards the shares capital. These transactions require separate accounting and therefore are outside the scope of AS 15. So is employee share-based payment or employee stock option plans which is a benefit given to the employee, can we account them as per AS 15? No, they are out of purview of AS 15. So employee share based options or employee stock options does not come under the purview of accounting standard 15. Got it? Not got it? Though this is an employee benefit, but this employee benefit in particular is excluded from the purview of applicability of accounting standard 15. Got it? Not got it? Next, accounting and reporting by employee benefit plan. You come here, scope, first point. This standard should be applied by an employer in accounting for all employee benefit except employee share-based payment. Okay, wow. Second point. This standard does not deal with accounting and reporting by employee benefit plan. What does this mean? This standard does not deal with accounting and reporting by employee benefit plan. What does this mean? That's why I'm explaining. What are you supposed to do? Listen. Carefully listen, because this can come as an MCQ. They will give you one big question, gigantic question in complicated language, asking at the end what? As per that story, what is not getting covered under accounting standard 15? அப்படிங்கிற கேட்பான். என்ன கவர் ஆகுதுங்கிற உனக்கு புரியல அப்படின்னா, how will you segregate in the exam? And if you think the MCQ, what they're going to ask will be Amul Baby based MCQ question, like how it was asked in your 11th standard, 12th standard foundation. You're wrong. You're wrong. The way the MCQ is framed, no. கண்ணில் தண்ணியில் ரத்த கண்ணீரே வந்துடும். One day I'll show to you how those questions are framed. And let me tell you, the question what they give, no, in that application of one standard alone is not coming. It is a mixed match of multiple accounting standards. 4-5 accounting standards mix பண்ணி மொத்தமா கேட்பாங்க. So if you're not clear with the concepts, no, you are not screwed. You are royally screwed. The only one reason why I'm going in depth and discussing is because I wanted to get that full 30 mark for MCQ. People struggle in MCQ. People thought, oh, what is a big deal in MCQ? Inky, pinky, ponky, father had a donkey, will do and get it going. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. An MCQ 30 marks are scoreable, but you cannot score it unless and until you're conceptually strong. Nobody will sit and explain all this aspect. Nobody. You take and see any videos. So please concentrate. Explanation. AS 15 explains how employer, company should account for the employee benefit in the books of accounts. Yes or no? Who is paying salary? Employer. Who's paying gratuity? Employer. Who's paying pension? Employer. இதெல்லாம் எப்படி அக்கவுண்ட் பண்ணோம் நம்ம புக்ஸ் ஆஃப் அக்கவுண்ட்ஸ்ல அப்படிங்கிறது AS 15 கைட் பண்ணுது. Yes or no? However, AS 15 does not prescribe how a separate employee benefit fund or trust should maintain its own books of accounts or prepare its financial statement. புரியல? That's why I've given example. Listen now. ABC Limited has employee and provides provident fund benefit to them, which means what? The company is providing EPF to the employees. For this purpose, ABC Limited, that is employer, transfers contribution. Which contribution? Provident fund contribution to a separate PF trust. They've created a separate trust called as PF trust. So company, employer will contribute to the trust and trust will in return pay the money to the employees in future. Got it? Not got it? Employer will contribute the amount to the PFT, that is PF trust. This trust in return will hand over the money to the employee. Got it? Not got it? So for employer, is this EPF an expenditure or not? Yes. So this expenditure, how to record? AS 15. AS 15 guides us. Got it? Not got it? AS 15 is applied here and it guides AB Limited regarding the recognition of the employee benefit expenses and its related accounting treatment in the books. In the employee benefit, how the employer should record, the guidance of that is given in AS 15. You have to follow. However, but AS 15 does not deal with the accounting and reporting of the PF trust. So the PF trust who receives the money, no. How they account upon the receipt of the PF. How they will account upon the handing over of the PF money to the employee is there, no. That accounting of this PF trust is not governed by AS 15. Got it? Not got it? If example மூலமா clear இருக்கா? If you come back and see, they gave only one line left here. No explanation. How will you understand? Got it, not got it. This is the original ASR. However, AS15 does not deal with the accounting and reporting of the PF trust. PF trust, when it receives the money from the company, how it should account. If they are keeping the money with them and they're investing the money, how that investment should be recorded. How this money, when paid to the employee, how this should be accounted. That is not been dealt with by AS15. It does not prescribe how the PF trust should account for contribution received, investment made, or the payment made to employee. Got it, not got it. If this is clear, I'll go to the next point. So we are now heading towards the point number 4. What is point number 1, people? Applicability of accounting standard. This AS15 is applicable to all the entities, whether they are corporates or non-corporates. However, SMCs or non-SMCs? Oh. SMCs or non-SMCs? Who are exempted, people? Who are exempted? Come back to the applicability. Tell me, small and medium companies have exemption or big companies have exemptions. Big companies are called as non-SMCs. So SMCs are having exemption or non-SMCs? Non-SMCs, yeah. This partial exemption is there to whom? SMC. What have we written? Non-SMC. Non-SMC will come or SMC will come? SMC will come. So exemption is granted to SMC and not non-SMCs. Got it, not got it? Exactly. Nobody objected, no. Nobody objected, no. Non-SMCs means what? Big company. For big company, what exemption? You are big. You are capable of handling everything. So exemption should be given to whom? SMC or non-SMC? SMC, not non-SMC. It is SMC. Got it, not got it? Non-SMC means big. SMC means small. Same way, for non-corporate entities, we have large entity and MSME. The exemption you give to big people or small people? Small people. Apo SMC and MSMEs. Got it, not got it? So SMCs and MSMEs are granted exemption from certain recognition criteria, measurement criteria, and disclosure criteria, which is prescribed under the standard. Which means all the large entities and the big entities, full AS15, they have to satisfy. But if you are a SMC and MSME, if you're an SMC or MSME, you have some exemptions with regard to recognition criteria, measurement criteria, and disclosure criteria. Got it, not got it? Super. This is first point. What did you learn in the second point? Objective of AS15. What is the objective of AS15? To do proper accounting and the disclosure requirement of employee benefit in such a way that the expenses are recorded in that period when the employee benefit is received and the liability is being properly booked in that period when the service is rendered. Got it, not got it? Okay. So this AS covers all the 4 aspects. Recognition aspect, measurement aspect, presentation aspect, and disclosure aspect. Either one the second point. What is the third point? Scope. In scope, what is the first thing that we discussed? In employee benefit trigger, how does it trigger? How does it come and sit on my head? By virtue of 3 things. It comes under formal agreement or under legislative requirement. Third, informal practices. Okay. Either one the objective scope. What is not covered in this? ESOPs are not covered. Employee share-based payments, accounting, employee benefit is not getting covered in AS15. Second, accounting for employee benefit plan. For them, how the accounting is done, that is not being governed by AS15. So far clear? In the revision is very important because you need to organize the data properly in your mind. Can I go to the fourth point? Meaning of employee benefit and categories of employee benefit. Meaning of employee benefit. I didn't say employee. Meaning of employee benefit. Before that, can I finish the small topic and come? This is a very topic. First, I'll do point number 6. Meaning of employee for the purpose of AS15. AS15 does not define the term employee. In AS15, they have not defined what is employee. However, it applies to any person who provides services to an enterprise under the employer-employee relationship. So basically, in AS15, they've given an inclusive meaning. They've not given an exhaustive meaning. Got it, not got it? So for this purpose, AS15 covers all categories of employees such as if any staff is working on full-time basis, means what? Working for normal working hours throughout the day. So my academy's normal working time is 10 to 7. So if Sangami Akka is working 10 to 7, 10 to 7, she's working for normal working hours. So as per my rules, Sangami Akka is full-time employee. Online people. Video ever. Everybody switched off. Only 2 people showing the video. Rest all off. I'll put you all in the waiting room. I'll give you only 2 minutes of time. When I come back again, all the video should be switched on. Now, next is part-time employee. What is part-time employee? Sangameka says that, sir, 10 to 7, I cannot come, sir. I'll come 10 to 2. Only 10 to 2. After that, I'll go and do some other work, or I'll go home, I'll do studies, whatever it is. That is called as part-time employee, working for few hours. Got it, not got it? So whether you're a full-time employee or a part-time employee, if any benefit is paid to such employee, it is covered under employee benefit. The accounting of it should be done as per AS 15. Got it, not got it? Okay. There's something called as permanent employee also. Permanent employee is nothing but a regular employee who's working on full-time basis. Now, full-time employee, part-time employee, why I've written is because this is how it has been written in the original accounting standard. Otherwise, there is no significant difference between both. An employee may provide services to an enterprise on a full-time basis, part-time basis, permanent basis, casual basis, temporary basis. This is how they've defined it. Hence, I'm forced to define it in the same manner. Got it, not got it? So I don't find a huge difference between full-time employee and permanent employee. Got it, not got it? Because both full-time employee and permanent employee more or less work in the regular working times with the intention to work for a longer period. Got it, not got it? Okay. Then comes casual employee. Casual employees are those employees who are engaged only for occasional period. For example, my brother is into event management, wedding decorations, etc. So these are seasonal businesses. These are seasonal businesses. So some employees he has hired on casual basis. Means what? When the event is there, the staff will come from the respective city or for that event and they'll come for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. After that, the season is over. They'll go back to their home and do some other work. Got it, not got it? Apana season-based business are there. No. In that business, if you're engaging the employee for the casual period, apdina, those are called as casual employees. Got it, not got it? Okay. Next is temporary employee. You will feel that both casual, temporary, both are same. No. In temporary employment, what happens? We deploy that staff only for a limited period. 1 month, 2 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year. Like articleship, freelance, or internship. Internship is for a specific period, 6 months. So interns are called as temporary employee. They are not called as casual employee. Got it, not got it? Temporary employee is that employee, he'll come work and leave. Next time he will not come back. But casual employee is how you know. He will work for 2-3 months, go. Next time when again the work comes, he'll come back. Then he'll go, then he'll come back. Those are called as casual employee. So all this various types of employee are called as employee under accounting standard 15. So if any kind of benefit is given to those employees, the accounting of that employee benefit should be done as per AS 15 is what this standard is trying to say. Okay, not okay. Online people, tell no. Akil, Amoga, Lakshana, okay. Bharani, Darshini, you'll go in waiting room. Jeevashri, Mithun Karthik, Ragharini, S. Srinidhi, Srinidhi V, all of you will go to waiting room. Apart from those 5 items, additionally, AS 15 has said that even a whole-time director or any other management personals will be treated as employee as per AS 15. So if any benefit is given to the whole-time director, any benefit that is given to whole-time director will be construed as employee benefit, and such accounting of employee benefit should happen as per accounting standard 15. Got it, not got it? So whole-time director is an employee of the organization for the purpose of AS 15. In some other AS, I will tell that full-time director is not a employee. So here I'm telling he is an employee because AS 15 says that WTD is a employee. Got it, not got it? So Mukesh Ambani is a whole-time director of the Reliance Industries. So if any employee benefit that is paid to him, accounting of such employee benefit should happen in accordance with accounting standard 15. Got it, not got it? Tell no. A formal appointment letter is not mandatory to apply AS 15. Male Sule Chilia. How does the employee benefit triggers? Under formal agreement? No. It can be even under informal practices. So the formal appointment letter is not mandatory to apply AS 15. What is important is the existence of employer-employee relationship. So there is employer-employee relationship, and by virtue of anything, either formal agreement or law or informal practices, if you have to pay something to employee, such amount will be considered as employee benefit, An accounting of such employee benefit should happen as per AS 15. Got it? Not got it? Now, to determine whether such relation exists or not, it is necessary to distinguish between two things. One is contract of service and second is contract for service. Contract of service and second is contract for service. Can you feel the difference between the both? According to you, what is meant by contract of service or contract for service? What does your brain say? Okay, 1 second, sorry. Sangami Akka is working for the organization. So between us and Sangami Akka, that is Academy and Sangami Akka, is it contract of service or contract for service? I'm getting both answers. Those who say of service, raise your hand. Sangami Akka came out. Oh, somebody's talking about me also. Oh, so tell me, people. Sangu Akka is working for us. So she is having contract of service or contract for service. Of service, raise your hand. Of service, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Others? All for service? For service? Okay. Online people, what do you say? What is the contract between Academy and Sangami Akka? Is it contract of service or contract for service? Point of confusion? Of service. Okay. Chalo, great. Now can we read this? Because in this, one contract will give birth to employer-employee relationship. Another one does not give birth to employer-employee relationship. So one will be accounted as per AS 15. Another will not be accounted as per AS 15. So understanding this is very, very important. Contract of service. First I'll discuss. Meaning of this is an employment contract. Employment contract means the contract that is entered between Kalpavriksha Academy and Sangami Akka is employment contract. So employment contract means what? Contract of service. So I've done a contract of her services. That this services she has to pay. She has to provide on monthly basis. Got it? Not got it? What is the relationship in contract of services? It is employer-employee relationship. Employment contract nale in a relationship. Employer-employee relationship. Control over the work. Employer controls what work is to be done by the employee and how it is being performed. Got it? Not got it? For the work that she is doing, what is the consideration that I'm paying? Salary or any other employee benefit. So is this employee benefit covered under AS 15? Yes. So example, accounts executive. I will sign one. Accounts executive means what? Accountant basically. Between the academy and the accountant, there is one contract of service. So this accountant is my employee of the organization. HR manager is my employee of the organization. Factory worker is my employee of the organization. With them, if I have any formal agreement, that formal agreement is called as contract of service. Got it? Not got it? Very, very important. This is there in your illustration 1. Got it? So this is very, very important. So what is meant by contract for service? If you enter into any contract with any professionals or the consultant, such kind of contract is called as contract for services. So now this AC, I have nearly about 6 ACs in the academy. Now every year I want this AC to be well thoroughly, what do you call it? Serviced. Yes, I want it to be serviced. So now I'm signing up one contract with an AC mechanic. I'll pay you 10,000 rupees per year. You have to ensure that your person every quarter or every half year is coming and doing the AC cleaning. So such kind of contract that I've given to that particular mechanic is called as contract for service. Got it? Not got it? Okay. Second example. I'm a company, a big company, but I feel that there are a lot of leakages in the way the accounting has been done. So I'm deploying one chartered accountant to carry out internal audit for my organization. So what he will do a thorough auditing of all the processes inside my organization, and he'll come and tell me, so this particular place, the process is not proper. You have to create this process in this manner. So he will create SOPs for me and guide me how the entire business has to be functioning. Wherever the leakages are there, he'll help me to identify such leakages. So I've done one contract with the auditor for internal audit. That contract is called as contract for service. A contract for a service is contracted with the third party, not with the employee. So those are professionals or the consultants who are going to help the organization from outside. Got it? Not got it? So what is the relation between me and the contractee? It is client and contractor. That is contractor-contractor relationship. Got it? Not got it? Those are independent to each other. Between them, there is no employer-employee relationship. Control over the work. It is a professional, that is the auditor or the AC mechanic, will decide how the work will be performed. I will not go and interfere in their work. Do this, do that, do this, do that. I cannot go and dictate them. They will not listen to me. Whereas in case of Sangami Akka, I will guide her everyday basis. Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. So that way I have control on my employee. So the control which I have on employee, such kind of service is called as contract of services. And where I don't have control on them, it is called as contract for services. What is the consideration that I pay to them? It's professional fees. Is this professional fee an employee benefit covered under AS 15? No. So the fee that you pay to the chart accountant, lawyer, architect, IT consultant are called as professional fee and not employee benefit to be covered under AS 15. Got it? Not got it? Yes, ma. Sorry? No, what is the contract terms, you tell me? Are we influencing their work? Okay. So basically talking about contract employees. So those are not in our payroll, rather they are on the contract. So basically what happens is that sometimes we don't hire employees. In a reason, Rima. So in my organization, if let's say 10 employees are crossing, 11 employees vandruchu appadina, there are a lot of law that will be applicable on me. புரியுதா? அதாவது என்னோட ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல 10 எம்ப்ளாய் தாண்டி 11வது எம்ப்ளாய் வந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னா, then I'll come under purview of some law. Then that law will say, no, you have to do this, do that, do this. Too much of headache. To avoid that, what I'm doing is, I'll keep 9 employees on my rules. Remaining 10-15 employees, what I want, no, I will do a contract with one organization. Let's say I want to do calls to regular students. But my organization, I want to appoint 15 people who will do calls to all the students and parents on regular basis. Purida. Apart from that, I already have 9 staff. So one person is taking care of admin, one is reception, one is internal administrator, accounting, marketing, poster creation, video editing. Like that, in-house already I have 9 employees. Idu taandi na extra employee port appadina, then multiple laws will come on my head and which will be headache for me. To avoid it, what I'm telling is, the extra 15 employees, what I want, no, to do call, I will not employ them on my rules. Rather, what I will do is, I will give a contract to one call center. Do what I say. You make calls on regular basis, give me the reporting in this manner, but these 15 people are not in my payroll. They are in the payroll of the call center. They are on the payroll of the call center. Got it? Not got it? Now the question is, these 15 people, will they be construed as employees or not? Purida. So in the agreement, we'll mention everything properly. Salary is paid. We'll give bonus also. We'll give gratuity also. Everything has been properly mentioned. Now tell me, people, is this covered under employee benefit or not? You understood what question Purvi is asking? Purvi is telling that these 15 people are not on your payroll. Rather, you outsource to other people. So will these 15 people form part of your employee benefit or not? So this purely depends on the contract. In the contract, if the language is framed in such a way that you are paying salary, you are responsible to pay bonus, you are responsible to pay gratuity, etc., then this is more sort of your employees only. Though they are not on your payroll, but the feeling is that of your employee only. In such a case, you have to treat them as per AS 15. Got it? Not got it? Now, instead of this, if you're making one blind contract, a straight contract with the contractor telling that I'll pay this much money only for the services that you're providing, Abdina, in that agreement, there is no feature of employer-employee relationship. அதாவது அந்த கான்ட்ராக்ட்ல வந்து ஒரு எம்ப்ளாயர் எம்ப்ளாயி ரிலேஷன் மாதிரி எந்த ஒரு அறிகுறியும் கிடையாது. ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது வந்து we will treat this as contract for services. Got it? Not got it? If that agreement between the company and the call center is that of a contract for services, then it is not employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? But the agreement between you and the call center is such a nature which is as a part of contract of services, which has got all the feature of employer-employee relationship, then we will consider this as employee benefit, and accounting of this will happen as per AS 15. So ultimately, whether it is employee benefit or not, how it is perceived, you look into the contract, you'll check the law, legal requirement, and you'll check the informal practices. இந்த மூணுமே எங்கேயாவது வந்து எம்ப்ளாய் பெனிஃபிட் இருக்கிற மாதிரி ட்ரிகர் பண்ணுச்சு அப்படின்னா AS15 will come into picture. It becomes contract of services. But in that contract, there is no feature of employer-employee relationship. It is just a pure raw contract. Apnina, then it becomes contract for services. Then that money what I pay to the call center is not an employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? Clear or not clear? So understanding this is very, very important. This is very important. Adadi, and the agreement and the understanding will determine whether that amount is employee benefit or not. So understanding if goes wrong, entire accounting will go wrong. Yes, madam. Correct. This contract for service and contract of service is between two people. In that one is CA.Prathik Academy versus call center. Call center. This call center is responsible for deploying 15 employees for my organization. So this is agreement between these two people, not with the employee. Got it? Clear now? Online people, got it? Difference Purida. Because it is a very nice question that she has asked. Guys, you understood what Purvi asked? It's a very nice question. Clear now? Okay. No, point number 6. Over, no. Point 6 is over. One more point should be there. 5. Point number 5. Applicability and extension of employee benefit. Employee benefit are not strictly restricted to employee only. Oh my God. They may also be provided to employee themselves, and apart from employee, if any benefit that you give to the family members such as spouse. For example, CA.Prathik Academy has taken an insurance premium for Sangami Akka, where I'm paying 5,000 rupees every year, plus for our family members, father, mother, and sister, all three of them. For them also, I'm paying 10,000 rupees as insurance premium. So here the benefit is given to both employee and their immediate family members. So this amount on the whole 15,000 will be considered as employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? So you don't think that any benefit that we give only to employee directly, that is employee benefit? No. If any such benefit is extended to their spouse, children, other dependents, legal heirs, and nominees, all this will be considered as employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? So my first question to all of you: who's spouse? Who's spouse? Who's spouse? Some people think spouse means wife. For husband, spouse is wife. For wife, spouse is husband. Got it? Not got it? Clear or not clear? Okay. Imagine I'm employee of CA.Prathik Academy. I'm employee of the CA.Prathik Academy. Who am I? Whole-time director. Whole-time director. Is the whole-time director employee as per AS15? Yes. So am I covered under AS15? Yes. Correct. Which means any benefit that the company pays to me will be treated as employee benefit extended to employee. Apart from that, they're also paying to my spouse something, right? In benefit in some other form. Let's say life insurance, medical insurance, etc. They take for my family. So my spouse is also getting covered under employee benefit, and accounting of such employee benefit should happen as per AS15. If the company is also paying insurance premium for my son, for my parents, brothers who are dependent on me, what is meant by dependent? They are dependent on my earning. They are not having any independent earning. Those are called as dependent people. So if there is any other dependent person on me, if I am paying any money to them, or if the company is giving any benefits to them, that will also be considered as employee benefit. Or any other legal heirs or nominee. Means, example, let's say my very far cousin is very close to me, right? They are neither my dependent, nor my children, nor my spouse, nor my employee. Cousin. So cousin is not getting covered in above 1, 2, 3 points. But I've made them as my legal heir. How? Through a will. In my will, I've mentioned that he is one of my legal heir. She is one of my legal heir. She is my nominee. In that case, if any benefit is extended to such legal heir or nominee, will also be considered as employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? So the first point, this particular section talks about who all is covered for the purpose of employee benefit. Now, the next point, what I'm going to talk about is this employee benefit is there, no gratuity. Yarkelam pay pannalam. To whom all we can pay, that we are going to discuss. The benefits, which benefits, employee benefits, may be settled directly to employee or their family members. Got it? Not got it? Or employee benefit, if I give to only employee, is that called as employee benefit? No. If you don't give that amount to the employee directly, if you give to the family members also, still that will be called as employee benefit only. Got it? Not got it? Tell no. For example, life insurance policy. What does this policy says? If the employee dies, a lump sum amount will go to the family members. So in that case, is it a benefit given to the is it a benefit given by the organization to the family or not? Yes. But this lump sum amount after employee's death, who will receive it? Family. Will that be considered as employee benefit? Yes. So any benefit that is directly paid to the employee or their family members will be covered as employee benefit. It means that employer directly settles the employee benefit by making payment to the person entitled to receive. Who is entitled to receive? As an employee, I can receive myself. If not me, then my spouse, children, dependent people, legal heir, nominee also can receive. You cannot say that, no, if they receive money, they are not employee benefit. Like that, you cannot say. Tell no. For example, gratuity. Gratuities. There is one employee who has worked with me for 15 years. Okay, wow. Now he's retired. His age is 60. So I said, I'll pay the gratuity after 1 year. So he left the employment here. I said, after 1 year, I'll make the payment here. During this period, unfortunately, he passed away. So that gratuity amount, whom should I give now? To the family members or the legal heirs. So now can you say, no. If I give this money only to the employee, it is employee benefit. Now that you're not giving the money to the employee, you're giving to the legal heirs, it is not employee benefit. Can you change it? No. So this money, whether you pay to the employee or to their family members, it will still be considered as employee benefit only. Got it? Not got it. This employee benefit is directly paid by the employer to the employee or employer to the family members of employee. Got it? Not got it. Okay. But there are some benefit which employer directly will not pay. It is paid through another party. Example, insurance. Company will pay insurance premium to the insurance company. CA.Prathik Academy will pay insurance premium to insurance company. If the employee dies, who will pay the money to the family? Company, CA.Prathik Academy will pay or insurance company will pay? Insurance company will pay. So that money is paid by whom? By the insurance company. That is also treated as employee benefit. Got it? Not got it. It means the employee does not directly receive the money from the employer. Instead, the employer pays another organization which will later provide the benefit to the employee. Got it? Not got it. So for example, ABC Limited provides medical insurance to its employees by paying an annual premium of 5 lakh to an insurance company. ABC Limited is an employer who pays insurance premium to the insurance company, where the insurance company will pay the medical expenses when the employee claims it. So now tell me people, this 5 lakh rupees what the company is paying to insurance company, is this employee benefit or not? Is this employee benefit or not? So some people argued that no. Actually at the end, who paid the employee benefit? Insurance company. How this is employee benefit given by the employer? Like that people argued. So AS15 said that nothing doing. This premium I paid to the insurance company so that insurance company can provide the ultimate benefit to whom? Employee. But on the triggering point, not on triggering point. So this 5 lakh what I'm paying will be treated as employee benefit and this should be accounted as per AS15. Got it? Not got it? Okay. One more thing is there. PF regular. Every month we contribute PF to the where? Government. So provident fund is the money account held by whom? Government. So company, employer is contributing the provident fund to the provident fund account. 15 years later, when the PF money is withdrawn in lump sum, who's paying the money? Is the employer paying? No. The money is under the control of government. Got it? Not got it? So 5,000 rupees that I contributed every year to the PF account on the behalf of the employee, is this 5,000 considered as employee benefit? Yes. Even though the ultimate amount I'm not paying, the lump sum amount who's paying? Government. But this, who initiated the concept? We initiated the concept. Hence this 5,000 will be considered as employee benefit and accounting of this has to be done as per AS15. So all the rules and regulations laid down by AS15 has to be applied on these items. Got it? Not got it? Yes. What is it out? Okay. So in point number 5, what did we discuss? This employee benefit given only to employees covered or even to the family members? Family members also. That we covered. Then payment is given by whom? In the first case, the payment is directly given by the employer to the employee or the legal heirs. In second case, what happens? The payment is directly given by the another organizations to the employee directly. Got it? Not got it? In all these cases, this amount is originated by the employer organization and that will be treated as employee benefit. Clear or not clear? And then we discuss the different types of employee also. So far comfortable? Okay. Now comes the main important point. Point number 4. meaning and category of employee benefit. So I'll give you a break of, it is 12:38. 7 minutes break. Yes. So 12:45 sharp, we'll meet and continue. Thank you so much. Yes, people, welcome back from the break. So let's continue. The next and the most important segment of AS 15 is to understand the meaning of employee benefit and various categories of employee benefit. So first, focusing on meaning. Employee benefits are all types of consideration or all forms of consideration given by an enterprise in exchange of the service rendered by the employee. Kalpavriksha Academy, and this is Sangami Akka. Sangami Akka is giving service to Academy. In return, what am I paying? Consideration. What am I paying? Consideration. So whether I pay the consideration in form of cash, whether I am going to give it, let's say, some scooter, in any form, employee benefit are any form of consideration given by the enterprise entity to the employee for the exchange of service rendered by them. Got it, not got it? That is called as employee benefit. In simple words, employee benefit are any payment or facility or advantage provided by an employer to the employee in return of the services provided by the employee. Got it, not got it? Any problem? I am paying cash to my employee. Then cash is employee benefit or not? Okay. I am paying insurance premium on behalf of employee. Is it employee benefit or not? Yes. I am getting car or I am paying car EMI on behalf of employee. That car EMI for the employee is employee benefit or not? Yes. Employee is taken on house. I said that EMI I will pay. Entity is paying. Is that EMI what I am paying a part of employee benefit or not? Yes. So any kind of payment, facility, advantage. Now my staff wants to go to gym. I am paying monthly gym fees. Monthly gym fees I am paying. Tell no. That is employee benefit or not? Yes. For this, how much I should do? Hard work. So that I can give gym fees to her. Imagine, no? All this is employee benefit. Got it, not got it? Okay. Now, what are the categories of employee benefit? AS 15 has bifurcated the employee benefit into 4 categories. Very, very important. And the accounting treatment of these employee benefits will differ from category to category. So this is very, very important. Yes, boss. No, he's telling that, so the gym facility is there, no? Should I give to only a particular employee or to all the employee? It depends on the HR policy. In some organization, this gym facility is only given to top management. Got it, not got it? See, you should not see employee benefit whether it is given for one employee or on the whole. Nana solrena, any kind of benefit given by the entity, whether to one employee or group of employees, everything is construed as employee benefit. You cannot say, no, you're paying this gym fees only for one employee. That is not employee benefit. எல்லாத்துக்கு வந்தாதான் employee benefit அப்படிங்கிற law சொன்னது கிடையாது. So in the beginning itself, I've clarified that the contract of such employee benefit can be between employer and one employee, or employer and group of employee, or group employer and representative. So even if one employer to one employer, if I'm paying any benefit, that will come under employee benefit also. Got it, not got it? Now, AS 15 classifies employee benefit into 4 categories, and each category has different characteristics which requires different accounting treatment. Got it, not got it? So AS 15 has categorized employee benefit into how many category? 4 category. And all the 4 categories got a different character, and the accounting of them will differ from one another. Okay, wow. The first category is called as short-term employee benefit, STEB. Next is called as long-term employee benefit. Third is called as post-employee benefit, post-employment benefit. This is post-employment benefit. And last one is termination benefit, termination benefit. Got it, not got it? Now, what is the example or meaning of short-term employee benefit? March month. Sangami Akka has worked from 1st March to 31st March. Yes or no? For this period, the salary is paid 5th of April, next financial year. 5th of next financial year. This is current year. This is next year. So on 31st March, will you pass the entry or not? Will you pass the salary entry or not? Yes. What entry will you pass? Salary expenditure account debit to outstanding salary. How much? 15,000, 15,000. Got it, not got it. Now this outstanding salary payable is liability. Is liability. This is called as short-term employee benefit. So what is short-term employee benefit? Any employee benefit which is payable within 12 months of the accounting period. 12 months of the accounting period. So when does the accounting period end? 31st March. From that, calculate 12 months. This becomes your BMD. BMD starts for benchmark date. இதுக்குள்ள நீ பே பண்ண அப்படின்னா it is called as short term employee benefit. It is called as short term employee benefit. Got it, not got it? Tell no. ஒன்றும் இல்லை, கரண்ட் liability and நான் கரண்ட் liabilityக்கு நம்ம என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்றோம் இல்லையா? What is the difference between current liability and non-current liability? If any liability is paid within 12 months of balance sheet date, that is called as current liability. Beyond that, it is non-current liability. Same thing is short term and long term. Got it, not got it? Tell no. Short term employee benefit. Short term employee benefits are those benefits which are expected to be settled wholly within 12 months from the end of accounting period. So what is the liability that I have in case of my example? 15,000 rupees is my liability. Yes or no? This 15,000 fully, wholly, will I pay on 5th of April or not? Yes. So 15,000 rupees is wholly whole liability. I will settle when within 12 months of end of the accounting period. From the end of accounting period, 12 months will get over on 31st March 27. I am making the payment when 5 April 26. Since the payment is happening within this benchmark date, we will call this 15,000 as short-term employee benefit. Short-term employee benefit are the benefit which are expected to be settled wholly within 12 months of the accounting period in which employee rendered the related service. Okay, not okay. STB includes what all comes under STB. It's an inclusive definition, not exhaustive. Wages, salary, social security contribution. What is this? No. Contribution to an insurance company by the employer to provide medical care to employees. In short, medical insurance premium irukku illaya, instead of calling that as medical insurance premium, a technical name that they have given is social security contribution. Got it, not got it? Social security contribution. In example, bracket, they've told contribution to an insurance company by an employer to pay for the medical insurance, medical care of the employee. This is called as social security contribution. Social security. Security. Insurance premium provides security to the employee. That's the name that they've given us. Instead of insurance premium, they say social security contribution. So this keyword, do not forget it. They will use in the MCQ. So don't get confused there. Paid annual leave. Paid annual leave means what? In the entire year, there are 24 leaves, 24 holiday. When I leave எடுத்துக்கோங்க இல்லையா? Don't take leave. If you don't take leave, I'll pay you compensation for it. I'll pay the money for it. Got it, not got it? That is called as paid annual leave. Okay, not okay? Profit sharing. To some employees, we say that I'll make you the, what you called, I will share a small amount of profit with you. Why? To encourage him. புரியுதா? See, you're getting salary. You're giving salary for the limited period what they work. But அதை தாண்டி சம்டைம் என்ன ஆகும்னா ஒரு ஸ்டாஃப் வந்து ரொம்ப நல்லா டெடிகேட்டட் ஸ்டாஃப், nice source for the organization. So we tell him, if you work more hard, we'll pay you 1% of the net profit. When will I pay? Within next 12 months. End of the year ஆகும் இல்லையா? இதுல இருந்து 12 months குள்ள I'll pay you somewhere here my share of profit. So that is also nothing but one kind of employee benefit. Got it, not got it? Sorry. Variable compensation pay. That is right. Then, no, variable pay is something apart from profit sharing. Variable pay is different. Variable pay means what? So for example, when I was working in the previous organization, they said, Pratik, will pay you 10.5 lakh for the entire year for the services that we are agreeing upon. இது தாண்டி I'll give extra 1.5 lakh rupees for additional target. நீ இதெல்லாம் additional பண்ண அப்படின்னா will pay you additional 1.5 lakh rupees. So this is called as fixed pay. This is called as variable pay. Variable pay means what? If I do the work, I'll get the money, or else no money. Profit share is something apart from that. Got it, not got it? Variable pay is different. Variable pay is a part of your salary package. Profit sharing ratio is above and apart from salary. It's apart from salary. From the profit, let's say my profit is 10 crore rupees. In that 1% is how much? 10 lakh rupees I'm paying apart from salary. Got it, not got it? Variable is always as a part of your employment contract. This is over and above that. You can say that way also, but generally that is not the connotation. We see this as a different thing and see this as a different thing. Though we can debate. So this 1% also we're giving because of the further targets only. No, that is also variable. If achieve, you'll get it. Otherwise, you'll not get it. So I'm telling you, there's a mild difference, but let's not go that much into it. But mild difference is there. Managers' commission will be a part of your variable pay. Amma. So what I'm telling is, let's not debate now whether this is variable pay or not. At the end of the day, AS15 does not talk about difference between variable pay or non-variable pay. Ultimately, this money, what is paid to employees, employee benefit or not, that let's talk about. Because this variable pay, fixed pay, something what we have created a distinguished meaning, which AS15 does not takes into consideration. Avena solra, any money that is paid to the benefit of the employee as a part of their service work is a employee benefit. That alone will take it up and go. Let's not focus on that point. Can I continue now? Any bonus that is payable within 12 months of the balance sheet date, any other non-monetary benefit, etc. All this are part of your short-term employee benefit. Okay, not okay. Next, salary. Employees worked in financial year 25-26. Salary for the March 26 is paid on 5th of April 26-27. Service is rendered in 25-26, but the payment is happening when? In 26-27, within 12 months of balance sheet date. The payment is happening here within 12 months of balance sheet date. Settlement is happening within 12 months of balance sheet date. Therefore, this will be treated as short-term employee benefit. The example what I gave on the whiteboard, no? The same example is given in form of theory notes. Next, bonus. Bonus for the financial year 25-26. This is current year 25-26. The condition is that if the employee is working for the entire year 25-26, we will pay the bonus on 31st October 26. 31st October is nearing Diwali. So here, 31st October 26, that is in financial year 26-27, amount will be paid. Now, what is the bonus payable? Bonus payable is 50,000 rupees. Bonus payable is 50,000 rupees. Yes or no? Now, my question goes to all of you. When will you do the accounting of the bonus? When will you do accounting for bonus? In that period, when the benefit is received. நீ bonus கொடுக்குற இல்லையா? This bonus is for the services provided in 25-26. So when is the benefit received? 25-26. Expenses should be recorded when? In 25-26. What will be the entry? Bonus account debit to bonus payable. Now the question is this bonus payable a short-term employee benefit or long-term employee benefit? Short-term na treatment மாறும். Long-term na treatment மாறும். So it is very important. So now what are we asking? From the reporting date, calculate 12 months. This is my benchmark date. What is that date? 31st March 27. If the payment is happening on or before 31st March, then this 50,000 will be treated as short-term employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? So here the payment is happening within that, which is 31st of October. Hence, this will be treated in the balance sheet as short-term employee benefit. Got it? Not got it? Sir, you said short-term ka treatment is different. Long-term ka treatment is different. What is the difference? If you ask me, one word I'll say. For short-term employee benefit, there's no discounting. For long-term, we do discounting. That is the only difference. Purida, I didn't want to say this here, but I didn't want to create too much suspense also. So it's like, I'll tell you what it is. If you categorize something as short-term apdina, it is recorded at the historical cost, no discounting. But if you record something as long-term employee benefit, you cannot record at the cost, actual cost. You have to record at the discounted value. Purida, idan difference. So can I continue now? Services is related to 25-26. And the settlement, the payment is going to happen within 12 months of the balance sheet date. That is what? Within 31st March 27, the payment is going to happen. Therefore, this bonus will be treated as short-term employee benefit. Can I go to the next point? Tell no. Online people, tell no. Next term, next item is long-term employee benefit. Long-term employee benefit are those benefits which are earned during the employment period, and are expected to be settled beyond 12 months of the accounting period. Generally, very important, generally payable during the employee's services. Generally payable during employee's services. Service rendered during the current period. I'll take one example from here itself. I'll take one example from here itself. This is financial year 25-26. We said that if you provide service during this financial year 25-26, we will give you bonus. We will give you bonus. But when will I give the bonus? Not in 26-27. Rather, I'll give in 27-28. When in 27-28? 31st October 27. 31st October 27, where does it come? Here. 31-10-27. I'll make the payment here. Got it, not got it. So now, my question to all of you, we are preparing the balance sheet as on this date. Okay, wow. During this period, employers rendered service. The condition was, if you work with my company for 12 months, we will give you bonus. Has he worked or not? Yes. The bonus that I've guaranteed is 50,000. So entry is bonus expenditure account debit to bonus payable. Got it, not got it. I have to record the amount. I'm not putting the amount 50,000 because I have to do the discounting and then record it. So what is discounting? I've not taught you. Purida. So I'm not recording. So I'm just recording here 50,000. After discounting, we should record. You discount 50,000 and whatever value comes, that value you have to record. Got it, not got it. Now discounting should be done when? If this bonus payable is long term. So how do I know it is long term? To check from the balance sheet date, 12 months. This becomes my benchmark date. 31st March 27 is the benchmark date. Now ask yourself a question. Are you going to make the payment on or before benchmark date or after benchmark date? After benchmark date. If you make the payment after the benchmark date, then this becomes long-term employee benefit. If it is long-term employee benefit, record entry today, but the amount will not be 50,000. It should be at the discounted value. Now, what is discounted value? How to do it? Why to do it? All that I'll discuss in next class. Got it, not got it. So, AS 15 has ensured that you are recording the expenditure in that period when the benefit is received and its corresponding liability is booked not at 50,000 rupees, at the discounted value. Got it, not got it? Tell no. This is the job of AS 15. Okay. Come back. Services related to 25-26. 12 months from 31st March 26 is 31st March 27. Settlement is going to happen beyond this date, which is 31st October 27. Hence, this bonus will be treated as long-term employee benefit. Okay, not okay. This is what this point is trying to say. Long-term employee benefit are those benefit which is earned during the employment period. In our example, what is the employment period? 25-26. So this bonus is earned in 25-26. But they are expected to be settled beyond 12 months. Beyond 12 months of balance sheet date. Either taandi settle agudhu. Generally, this is payable during the employee services. Got it, not got it. Means what? When the payment is done here on 31st of October, is the employee still on the employment? Yes. Hence, this will be treated as long-term employment benefit. Long-term employment benefit. Got it, not got it. So here LTB includes long service leave, sabbatical leave, jubilee benefit, other long-term service benefit, long-term disability benefit. Idhula nariya types of benefit is included. These are the few terms included in your original accounting standard. If you tell sir, explain the meaning of this, I'll take one solid class to explain the meaning of all this. And not required also because they're not going to test the meaning of this in the examination. They're going to check on the accounting part of this. இதெல்லாம் எப்படி அக்கவுண்ட் பண்ண போறீங்க அதுதான் பேச போறாங்க அதான் கேட்க போறாங்க. If you still want to know what is this, ஒண்ணு இல்ல, put this entire thing in the chat GPT, ask them to give a detailed explanation along with example. Beautifully they will teach. Got it, not good, free of cost. Absolutely free of cost. Similarly, any profit sharing ratio that is payable beyond the benchmark date, any bonus or any compensation paid beyond the benchmark date, generally within the employment period, that is called as long-term employee benefit, employment benefit. Okay, not okay. Then comes something called as post-employment benefit. Post-employment benefit. Any kind of employee benefit that you pay on the time of retirement or resignation or after that, that is called as post. Post means what? Later. Exam to be postponed means what? We want the exam to be writing on a later date. Later date. That is never going to happen. As scheduled, it will happen. As scheduled, it will happen. But when you say exam is postponed, you get a feeling, no. Postpone means what? Do something later. To do something later. So post-employment benefit means what? Employment is over. Employment is over. The company has stopped receiving the service from the employee, but still you are paying the benefit to the employee. That is called as post-employment benefit. Sangamyaka stopped coming to academy. Service stopped. Still I am paying employee benefit to Sangamyaka. Got it, not got it. So such kind of benefit is called as post-employment benefit. One simple example of that is pension. In so many movies we have seen one old man goes to one office asking for pension. Pension is not receiving. That pension who pays? Government. That is post-employment benefit. Employment mudinjadu. So for their future security, we are paying a small amount every month. That is called as post-employment benefit. So post-employment benefit are those benefits which are earned during the employment period but are expected to be settled on or after retirement or resignation. Retirement is different. Resignation is different. Got it, not got it. Retirement means what? A person is leaving the job upon attaining a specific age. That is retirement. Resignation means what? He does not want to work because of his ill health condition or any other reason. Both are different. So on retirement, on resignation, or after retirement, after resignation, if you pay any compensation, that is called as post-employment benefit. Got it, not got it. So gratuity, pension, other retirement benefit, post-employment life insurance, post-employment medical care, all this comes under post-employment benefit. The accounting treatment for long-term employee benefit and the post-employee benefit both are ditto same. Both should be accounted now at the discounted value. Got it, not got it? Tell no. Example. Mr. A works in ABC Limited for 25 years. How many years? 25 years. During this 25 years of service, he earns a right to receive the gratuity. Why? Because on the day one of the service, I told that if you work in my organization for 25 years, I will give you gratuity. Sultana. Okay. Now that he has worked for 25 years, should I pay the gratuity or not? Yes. Which means he has earned the right to receive the gratuity. On retirement at the age of 60, ABC Limited will pay 15 lakh as gratuity. When am I paying this? On or after retirement? Retirement Aranike will keep one retirement party, send-off party. On that day, in front of everybody, I'm giving him check of 15 lakh rupees. That is called as post-employment benefit, or I'll pay couple of days, weeks, months later. Both are called as post-employment benefit. So benefit is earned during the employment period, but the payment is done on or after retirement. Therefore, this gratuity will be treated as post-employment benefit. Gratuity is never paid during the employment. It is paid only after employment is over. Clear or not clear? Then comes next category, termination benefit, TB, termination benefit. Termination benefit is benefit payable on termination of employment. Termination of employment. What is meant by termination? Cancellation of employment. Because the employer decides to terminate the employee before the normal retirement date, why? Due to surplus staff or due to other business reasons such as restructuring, automation, cost reduction, etc. etc. Example. I'm running a factory. So far, I was not using machines. I was using machines, but very semi-automatic machines. So I was heavily dependent on my staff, manpower. Now in market, there are huge automatic machines. Means what? Where earlier I was in need of 500 employees, now just 100 employees are sufficient. 100 employees are sufficient. So I am not in need of 400 employees. So these 400 employees I will retrench. Means what? Permanently I will remove them. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. I will lay them off completely. Got it, not got it. So now when I ask them to lay off, when I retrench them, should I pay compensation or not? Because all of a sudden you come and say, get lost from tomorrow, no work. Where will I go? I need to find another job. To find that another job, I might need 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So company will say that, look boss, we want to terminate your employment, not because of your fault. It is because of our business need, we are terminating your employment. So for this, we will pay you 3 months ka salary, 4 months ka salary. Some people pay entire 1 year ka salary also. Purida. Imagine one employee who's getting 1 lakh per month. They're telling full 12 months ka salary I'll pay now itself, but I cannot keep you on services. So how much is my 12 lakh? How much is that amount called as 12 lakh? That is called as benefit. Which benefit? Termination benefit. That is called as termination benefit. So this termination happens because you have too much of staff in your business. Now you don't need them, so you retrench them. Or there's a restructuring that is happening in business. All of you have done that internal reconstruction. So in the restructuring process, some of the employees you have to retrench. There is no other option because you cannot afford their salary. Or you have shifted from semi-automatic automation to fully automation. Or because of cost reduction. So to them, you have to pay the compensation. Such compensation is called as compensation paid on retrenchment. Also called as retrenchment compensation. Got it, not got it. Idhula employer mistake. There's no mistake of employment. Retrenchment is a compensation that is paid because of the employer's need of terminating the employment contract. Got it? Not got it? Yes, ma. One second, my this flow I'll finish and come. I got your point. I'm coming. Is this point clear now? Okay. Next is employee accepts the voluntary retirement under voluntary retirement scheme. Now what happens is listen. Shh. See, when we retrench somebody, do the opposite person feels good? Retrench means you're removing somebody. On the face, you're telling get lost from next day onwards, don't come. So the first point is little hard on the staff, yes or no. In the second point, same thing is happening, but we're giving a better feeling to them. What we're telling is that we have something called as voluntary retirement scheme. We are not removing you. You yourself retire. Now, in first case, we are slapping. Second case, we are asking them to slap themselves. Got it, not got it. This is one way of explaining. Okay, not okay. So now, the employee voluntarily retires from the company under a scheme called as VRS. When he does that, we have to pay something in compensation called as voluntary retirement compensation. So both these compensation are paid upon the end of the employment contract, upon the termination of the employment. So such benefit are called as termination benefits. Got it, not got it. This happens only when this situation triggers. Otherwise, no. Gratuity is planned. This cannot be planned. Got it, not got it. This is called as termination benefit. Any difficulty in understanding this? Okay, now what is your question, ma? Employee wants to go. We like employee to see na jao. You stay back in the company. We will give you extra 1 lakh rupees. That also is your employment benefit, but there's not termination. Termination means what? Any benefit that we give to the employee upon the termination of the employment, that is called as termination benefit. What you are saying is not a part of termination benefit. It is a part of either short-term employee benefit or long-term or post-employment benefit. Got it, not got it. Depends on what is the thing that you're offering to employee. When you're offering, it depends on the language. Okay, not okay. Now, very quickly, people, let's revise. Point number 1. What did we discuss? Applicability. Accounting standard 15 is applicable to all the enterprise, whether they're corporates or non-corporates. However, small companies, small and medium-sized companies and MSMEs are having some exemptions. Some exemption. We call it as partial exemption. Means what? Disclosure தாண்டி ஒரு சில பாயிண்ட்ல வந்து exemptions இருக்கு. First point. Second point, we spoke about scope. What is covered? What is not covered? What is covered? Objective. Sorry, not scope. Objective. Second one was objective. Okay, what is the objective of AS 15? To account expenses in that period when the benefit is received. And if any money is not paid, the corresponding money should be recorded as liability in that period when the service is rendered. Okay, objective over. Third, scope. Scope, 2 things we discussed. What is covered? What is not covered? Employee benefit obligation, how does it come on my head? Under formal agreement, under law, under informal practices. Okay. Then what is not covered under AS 15? Employee share-based payments is not covered under AS 15, and accounting for employee benefit plans by those intermediary entities are not covered by the accounting standard 15. Okay. Scope over. 3 over 4. 4. This is 4. What we discussed now is 4 or 5? 4. So what you discuss here? Meaning of employee benefit. What is meant by employee benefit? Any kind of compensation that you paid, any kind of compensation paid by employer to employee so that employee is rendering the service to the employer is called as employee benefit. Consideration in all the form, any form. In any form that is paid by the employer to employee. In return, what are we getting? Services. Which happens during that period is called as employee benefit of that period. Okay, wow. Then what did you discuss? 4 categories of employee benefit. One is short-term employee benefit, long-term employee benefit, post-employment benefit, termination benefit. Short-term employee benefit is the obligation that is to be paid or settled within 12 months of the end of the accounting period. Okay, wow. Okay. When I record such liability, I record it at the absolute value. Discounting will not happen. Okay, next is long-term employee benefit. Long-term employee benefit is the amount payable. It's an obligation that I have to pay towards the employee, but this payment settlement will happen beyond 12 months of the accounting period. But generally during the employment period, we have to settle. Got it? Not got it? Okay. This amount, when you record as a liability, you cannot record the absolute amount. You have to discount and write it. Now, what is discounting? Why we do it? How do we do it? Everything will be discussed in the next class. Okay. Third one was post-employment benefit. So whatever the services is given by the employee during that 10, 15, 13 years period, during that period, they will earn that benefit. But the payment of that benefit will happen on retirement, on resignation, or after retirement, or after resignation. Got it? Not got it? So that liability in the books I'll record as post-employment benefit. And that amount, when I record today for the proportionate period, will not be at the absolute value. It will be at the discounted value. Got it? Not got it? Then fourth comes termination benefit. Termination benefit is the compensation paid by the employer to employee on the termination of the employment. Example is retrenchment benefit paid to the employee, or voluntary retirement compensation paid to the employee for availing voluntary retirement scheme. Okay, 4 points over. Fifth point, applicability and extension of employee benefit. Applicability and extension of employee benefit. What is that? Employee benefit is only given to employees. If any benefit that you give to the family members are not a part of AS 15, false. So employee benefit, any employee benefit given to the employee and their family members. Family members means who? Spouse, then children or dependents, legal heirs, or the nominees of the employee. All of them, to them, if they pay any kind of benefits, it is covered under employee benefit. And accounting of such employee benefit should happen as per AS 15. Okay, this amount will be paid directly by the company. To whom? Either employee or to their family members such as spouse, children, dependents, legal heir, and nominees. Sometimes, in some cases, in some type of employee benefit, the employee benefit is not directly paid by the employer. It is paid through somebody. Even it is paid through somebody, the amount that is paid through somebody will still be treated as employee benefit given by the employer. Got it? Not got it? Okay. This is over. Next. Meaning of employee is not defined anywhere in the accounting standard 15. But they have told that wherever there is employer-employee relationship, that will construe as employment. And in the case of that employment, if any amount is paid by the employer to employee in any forms, in any manner, in any type, it will be construed as employment benefit. So who are all a part of your employee? Full-time employee, then permanent employee. Very good. Five people covered. Idu tavathu additional people covered is whole-time director, and other management personals. Okay, wow. Okay. Then we understood the difference between contract of service and contract for service. Contract of service is employment contract, and contract for service is professional contract. So any money that you pay, any amount that you pay, any money that you pay for or towards contract for service is not employment benefit. However, if any money paid towards contract of services will be considered as employee benefit and will be accounted as per AS 15. Comfortable so far? Now, point number 7. Types or categories of employee benefit plan. There are 2 types of plan that you can adopt. As an employer, you can adopt 2 types of plan. One is called as defined contribution plan. Another is called as defined benefit plan. Any difficulty? Meaning you don't know. Name you understood. There are 2 terms that I've introduced right now. One is called as defined contribution plan. Means in this plan, as employer, I'm going to contribute something. Every month, every year, I'm going to contribute something. So this plan is called as defined contribution plan. Why are they saying defined? Because what I'm going to contribute is agreed between employer and employee. It is agreed in where? Contract. Either orally or in return, it is agreed. Which means what is agreed is defined. What is defined? That I'm going to contribute some money every month is agreed. So such kind of a plan is called as defined contribution plan. Okay, not okay. So first I'll discuss DCP. If time permits, I'll discuss defined benefit plan also. A defined contribution plan is a post-employment benefit plan. It's a post-employment benefit plan. It's not during the employment benefit. It is post-employment benefit plan where employer agrees to contribute a fixed amount to a separate fund after making fixed contribution where the employer has no further obligation and the final benefit is received by the employee depends on how much money is there in the funds accumulated. Sir, puri sir. No problem. Example is there. ABC Limited provides provident fund benefit to its employee. You know what is PF? Oh, provident fund. What is provident fund? What is provident fund? Okay. Point said correctly. But my question to all of you, why did the concept of provident fund even come into existence first? To encourage savings. Okay. You all of you know that people have become financially prudent only last few years. அதாவது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த காலத்தில் I'm talking about 50 years ago, 100 years ago, people never had any idea about, how should I do savings? And the money what I save, how should I invest? Where should I invest? That literacy was not there. Last few decades only, there's a lot of awareness going in the market that, okay, if you earn 1 lakh rupees a month, don't spend everything. In that, Lakshita, save something in form of, savings. And money what you save in form of savings, invest something in fixed deposit, invest somewhere in other places, invest, mutual funds, invest in stock market like that. Now that literacy awareness has been created. Got it, not got it. But we are talking about 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, whenever people used to receive salary, the pressure was so much around them that whatever they received, everything was spent. So if 15,000 was a salary received by any employee, 20,000 received apdina, full money that person will spend. So tomorrow, if there is any medical emergency, if there is any other requirement of, let's say, marriage or any other occasion, they don't have any funds left over. They will borrow. They will borrow at heavy interest rate. So they are into debt trap. So why they went to debt? Because they didn't have the idea to save money. This is happening even today. I'll tell you, I have my house helper who's helping me at home. Me means our family. You know what is this current debt? 4 lakh rupees. You know what is the interest that is paying per annum? 36% is the interest per annum. You getting my point? 36% per annum. Now, the question whether this is illegal or legal is a different thing. This is what is happening in rural remote areas. Because that person has got very less access to any salary, very small amount of salary. In that, he's not able to save money, but he has got a lot of expenditure to do. So there's no option for them. They have to borrow money. This is happening even still today. Government is trying level best to educate these people, try to, get them that salary which is required for them to manage their life of living at such an inflation rate. Ini inflation rate rumba adhigam. So a person who is getting 10,000 salary, they cannot survive. The government is trying level best in multiple places to, keep a minimum salary of 15 to 20,000 per month. Got it, not got it. Now the problem is, all these corporate employees, if you give them 20,000 salary, in no time they'll spend. They will not do savings. Therefore, the government thought we have to encourage them to do forced savings. So what government said is, the company, if you're paying 25,000 rupees salary to somebody, you don't pay the full salary, what you call salary. In that, a part of it, you keep it with you and give the balance to the employee. That money, what you've kept with you, you don't do jalsa with that. You deduct pana onaka illa. You put that money in the government account. That account name will be in the name of the employee. Prida. So, if Sangami akka irukanga appadina, so I'm the employer. So, if I'm giving 25,000 salary to Sangami, I cannot pay full 25,000 to her. I will deduct 5,000. For example, I'm telling. For example, I'll pay only 20,000 to Sangami. This 5,000, what will I do? I'll do party. Is it my money? Yaar uttu kaasa de? Em uttu kaasa? No, it is Sangami's money. So this 5,000 rupees I have to deposit with the government in one account called as PF account. What is the name of that PF account? It is the name of employee, which is Sangami in our example. Got it, not got it. So I'm depositing this 5,000 with the government in Sangami's name. So after 10 years, 15 years, how much money will get accumulated? Tell me no. After 10 years, how much money will get accumulated? 5,000 per month. In 1 year, 12 months. Like that, 10 years. 6 lakh rupees. Don't you think 6 lakh is a huge money? This can be helpful to the family in different ways. So that is how the concept of PF has come into picture. This was a forced savings that was encouraged, right, on behalf of employees. Purida. Now, ABC Limited provides provident fund benefit to its employee under defined contribution plan. What is the plan name? Defined contribution. During the month of April 26, the total salary expenses of the company amounted to 1 lakh. The employee's contribution towards PF was 12,000. Whose contribution? Employee's contribution, which means in PF, two people have to contribute. One part employee has to contribute, another part employer has to contribute. You know what is the percentage? 12% of the basic salary. 12% of basic salary. Imagine the basic salary is 1 lakh. In our example, for ease of calculation, I've taken it. Purida. So 1 lakh ka 12%, we have to contribute and they will have to contribute. Purida. And this 12,000 is deducted from the employee's salary. Which means what? In the 1 lakh level, 12,000 is employee's contribution. Remaining 88,000 I pay in form of salary in their bank account directly. Got it? Not got it? ABC Limited also contributed an equal amount of 12,000 towards the PF on behalf of employee. Means what? This is employer's contribution. So total how much money I'm paying? 24,000. 12,000 I'm deducting from the employee salary plus 12,000 I'm paying extra from my pocket. Purinjada? The entire PF contribution of employee share and employer share was subsequently deposited with the PFT, Provident Fund Government Account, Trust Account. Pass necessary journal entries in books of ABC Limited. 31st March. What is the salary that I've agreed to pay to Sangami? 1 lakh rupees. Salary expenditure account debit 1 lakh. Any problem? Will I pay entire 1 lakh to Sangami? No. In that, I've deduct her share 12,000 and give balance only to Sangami. Yes or no? Apo, to bank 88,000 means baki 12,000 where should I pay? To the PF account. Did I pay now? No. I'll pay next month. Until then it is liability. This will be treated as PF payable. And this is employee's contribution. Means what? From 1 lakh of salary, I'm deducting their contribution 12,000 and pay balance 88,000 to employee. So this 12,000 from whose account did I deduct? Employee's account. So this is called as employee ka contribution. Got it? Not got it? And in equal amount, you as an employer has to pay over and above 1 lakh salary. இப்போ நீ salary agree பண்ணது 1 lakh. இது தாண்டி extra உன் பாக்கெட்ல எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணணும்? Same amount. How much did the employee pay? How much did Sangami pay here? 12,000. An equal amount I have to pay from my pocket over and above 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is salary expenditure. Another 1 lakh is called as either PF expenditure or you can categorize as salary itself. How much is that? 12,000. Did I pay? No. When will I pay? Next month. Until then it is a liability. So this liability is recorded in PF payable account. So this is employer's contribution. See the term employer contribution. This is employee contribution. So both put together, what is the liability? 24,000. So this I'll pay next year, 15th of next month. I have to pay. There's a time limit given. Within that time period, I have to deposit this money with the government. So when I make the payment, I will reverse my liability and make the payment through the bank account. Got it? Not got it? So my question to all of you, this PF 12,000 what you're paying, this PF 12,000 what you're paying, which is employer's contribution, is defined contribution plan or defined benefit plan. It is contribution plan. Means what? At the time of employment itself, I've agreed that what amount I will contribute every month. So if any benefit, if any employee benefit, which is agreed at the time of employment itself, that this much money I'll contribute every month or every quarter or every year, and this money will pay to you after the employment is over or after a long period, Aprina, such kind of plan, employee benefit is called as defined contribution plan. My liability is restricted to this 12,000 rupees. After 10 years, if they say, no, sir, I want more money, this is not sufficient, will I pay? No. Because what I've agreed to contribute, to that extent, my liability is restricted. Beyond that, my liability will not trigger. Prida, for example, 12,000 rupees every month I'm paying. For 1 year, how much it is? 1,44,000. Yes or no? 12 12s are 144. 1,44,000 per annum. Like that I paid for 10 years. How much it is? 14,40,000. Now 14,40,000, who will pay to the employee? The Provident Fund Trust or the government will pay to the employee. At that point of time, the employee is coming crying, sir, this money is not sufficient, sir. This money, I cannot use it for my daughter's wedding. I need more 10 lakh rupees. Will I pay? No. Because what I've agreed for the contribution, that much only I'll pay. My liability ends with that. That is called as defined contribution plan. Contribution plan means what? It's a plan where I have agreed to contribute money in regular intervals. My liability will restrict to that contribution. Above and beyond that, if the employee is in need of money, it is not my headache. Got it, not got it. Since ABC Limited's obligation is limited to making the fixed contribution of 12,000, it is called as defined contribution plan. After depositing the contribution with PF Trust, ABC has no further obligation towards employee. Got it, not got it. So come back and read the meaning one more time. Defined contribution plan is a post-employment benefit plan. Means what? This benefit is paid on or after retirement, not during the employment. It is post-employment. Post-employment means what? After the employment is terminated, over, retirement done, resignation done. And the time pay pandra plan is what is defined contribution plan. Where in this plan, employer agrees to contribute a fixed amount in a separate fund in every regular period. Monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, annual, whatever it is. After making the fixed contribution, once you make the contribution, the employer has no further obligation. The final benefit received by the employee depends on how much money is accumulated in that fund. In that fund, how much money is accumulated? 14,40,000. This much money I'll pay it and leave it. If employee wants the money above and beyond that, he cannot come and catch hold of my neck and tell, give me the balance money also. What balance money? Which balance money? Whose balance money? What we agreed, that much I contributed. Game over. Game over. This is called as defined contribution plan. Now this point I'll discuss a little later. Not little later, next class basically. Actual valuation is a topic I'll touch upon, not now when I do the practical question. Accounting treatment. Under a defined contribution plan, employer's fixed contribution is recognized as an employee benefit expenses and directly we record in the statement of P&L. We book it as expenditure then and there. If I'm giving PF every month I'll transfer that PF amount to the P&L account as statement of P&L. Got it, not got it. Super. Can we go to next? Defined benefit plan. Defined benefit plan. This is benefit. A defined benefit plan is also a post-employment benefit plan where employer promises a specific benefit amount to employee after retirement or termination. Example directly Papama. ABC Limited says, on retirement, the employee will receive a gratuity calculated based on his last drawn salary in year of services. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. If you complete 5 years of service, in the sixth year, I'll pay gratuity. Means what? Termination happens here. Apona, idhukapra na pay pandra amount is post-employment benefit. Got it, not got it? Clear or not clear? Gratuity will be paid only upon the resignation or retirement. Okay, so the person has retired or resigned here. Now, I said that whatever is your salary at the end of or on the date of retirement, let's say that time the salary is 5 lakh per annum. How much is the salary? 5 lakh per annum. Iroda 20% I'll pay. How much it is? 1 lakh rupees. And this 1 lakh for how many years of service you work? No, that many years I'll pay. So how many years ka service over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 lakh rupees is per month, per year ka gratuity. You work with me for 5 years. So what is a gratuity for 5 years? 5 lakh rupees. Got it, not got it? So this money what you have guaranteed is called as defined benefit obligation. Purida, idhukku, are you trying to contribute in any fund? Are we trying to contribute gratuity in any fund? No. So here we have agreed for a lump sum benefit which will be paid post-employment. Got it, not got it? So defined benefit plan is a post-employment benefit such as gratuity where the employer promises to pay a specific benefit amount to employee after retirement or termination of employment. Example, ABC Limited says that on retirement, employee will receive gratuity which is calculated based on his last drawn salary and years of service. What is his last drawn salary? 5 lakh. 50,000. Sorry. 5 lakh for the entire year means how much for the month? 5 lakh divided by 12. 41,666. Okay, well, this is salary per month. I didn't want to complicate this. I said that 5 lakh is your last drawn salary for the entire year. இதோட 20% இருக்கு இல்லையா, I'll give in form of gratuity. How much it is? 1 lakh rupees for 1 year. நீ எவ்வளவு வருஷம் சர்வீஸ் கொடுத்தியோ அவ்வளவு வருஷம் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுங்க. நீ 5 years சர்வீஸ் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க, into 5 years means how much? 5 lakh have to pay. Got it? Not got it? This means the employer has promised a specific benefit, not a fixed contribution. Every month, am I contributing into any fund? No. Rather, I will pay one lump sum amount at the end of the employment period. Therefore, the employer must ensure that the employee receives the promised gratuity. நீ என்ன ப்ராமிஸ் பண்ண? நீ கடைசியா என்ன salary வாங்குறியோ அதோட 20% for that many number of years. 5 years na multiply by 5 years. If the person is working for 10 years, multiply by 10. That much money you have to accumulate. That is your responsibility. Accumulation of funds is your responsibility. In contribution plan, what we contribute with that game over. So contribute panni. In contribution plan, how much money came? PF 14,40,000. Ada taandi kaas venum appadina, is it my responsibility? No. But here you said I'll pay 5 lakh rupees. Tomorrow 5 lakh money could not be arranged. Can you say I'll not pay the money? No. So in case of defined benefit plan, whatever money you promised, you have to pay at the end. If there is a shortfall, you have to arrange for that money. Got it? Not got it? Therefore, the employer must ensure that employee receives the promised gratuity. Even if the gratuity fund has insufficient money, ABC Limited is responsible for paying the shortfall. Such kind of plan is called as defined benefit plan. It is a fixed benefit. Got it? Not got it? In defined benefit plan, if there is any shortfall in the fund என்ன தெரியுமா, இப்போ 5 lakh rupees I know approximately I have to pay after 5 years means அதுக்கு நான் வந்து day 1ல இருந்து கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா பணம் சேர்ப்பேன். In case if I accumulate less funds, the funds are insufficient அப்படின்னா that insufficient fund, the difference amount is borne by the employer because the employer is obliged to ensure that whatever promised is paid to the employee in full. You promised how much? 5 lakh. That much has to be paid to him. You cannot run away from your obligation. Got it? Not got it? Since this is not sufficient, I also gave the difference between. Meaning, defined contribution plan is a post-employment benefit plan in which employer's obligation is limited to the fixed contribution that is made. Above and beyond that contribution, there is no liability of the employer. However, in defined benefit plan, a post-employment benefit plan where the employer promises a predetermined benefit to the employee after retirement and termination. What is fixed here? Contribution is fixed here. What is fixed here? Benefit is fixed. The benefit is not fixed in absolute amount. It is fixed in percentage or some calculative amount. If your salary is so and so much percentage for so much year, I'll pay அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு calculation இருக்கு. And the calculation is fixed. But because of that calculation, what amount will come? We don't know. We have to calculate that in future. That we have to estimate now. புரிஞ்சுதா? So here, contribution is fixed in absolute amount. I'll pay 12,000 every month. I'll pay 14,000 every month. It is fixed. Here, the benefit ka calculation is fixed. Amount is not fixed. What amount it is, we have to estimate. How to estimate? AS15 is going to teach us. Employer's obligation. Limited to paying the agreed contribution. Employer would obligation inge stop agum. What I've promised to contribute, once I pay that, above and beyond that, there is no obligation. Employer's obligation in case of defined benefit plan to ensure that the promised benefit is paid to the employee. It is insufficient. If the money that is with you is insufficient, you have to make arrangement to make the payment to the employee. Got it? Not got it? On the time of retirement, you cannot come and say, I only have 3 lakh. Be happy with this. No. What you promised, that you have to pay. How you pay, that's your headache, but you have to pay. That is defined benefit obligation. Once again, ma'am, no further obligation. No further obligation after making the contribution. Employer continues to be responsible until the promise is fulfilled and benefit is paid. Who will bear the shortfall? In first case, for example, for the employee's daughter's wedding, 20 lakh required. How much did we contribute? 14 lakh 40,000. Shortfall is how much? 6 lakh 60,000. No, 5 lakh 60,000. So this 5 lakh 60,000 is whose headache? Employee's headache. Got it? Not got it? Here, if there is any shortfall, for example, I promised to pay 5 lakh, but now the fund available is 3 lakh. So difference 2 lakh, who will bear? employer has to bear. Keep this point pending. Example, provident fund, superannuation fund, ESI, NPS, all these are contribution fund. Once I do contribution with that, game over. Whereas gratuity, pension, post-retirement medical benefit, leave encashment, which is accumulating in nature, all these are the example of defined benefit plan. This is still not sufficient. Hence, I came with a little bit more elaborative example. Provident fund. What is meant by provident fund? A retirement benefit where both the employer and employee contribute a fixed amount to a provident fund during the employee services. Such kind of employee benefit is what type of plan? It's a defined contribution plan. Means what? Every month I contribute a fixed amount in the PF account. So this is called as defined contribution plan. Employer's obligation is generally limited to the contribution done. Next is superannuation fund. What is meant by superannuation fund? A retirement benefit under which employer contributes to a fund that provides pension or lump sum settlement to employee after retirement. Got it? Not got it? Gratuity illama, it is given in a different name. Now here, to this benefit, we are contributing amount every month or every year. Got it? Not got it? So this is also a defined contribution plan because the employee here in superannuation fund contributes a fixed amount to the fund every regular period, generally once in a year. It will be contributed. Once I contribute that money, beyond that, there is no obligation that I have. Clear or not clear? Employee state insurance. It is nothing but one kind of insurance premium that we are taking for the employee. A statutory social security scheme. Social security scheme is what? Insurance. This insurance is given as a compulsion by law. That is called as employee state insurance. ESI. In Coimbatore, we have ESI hospital. Where? Singanallur. Yes. Got it? Not got it? So if there is any employee who's working in any company and the company has taken the insurance from the ESI hospital, you can go to the hospital, get the medical treatment, and who will pay money for you? Who will pay? The employee state insurance company will pay to the hospital. Got it? Not got it? So there is a statutory social security scheme providing the medical treatment, sickness treatment, maternity treatment, any other treatment to the benefit of the employee. For me as a company, this is restricted to the premium that I pay. So what is my contribution here? Premium is my contribution. Hence, this kind of employee benefit is called as defined contribution plan. Here, the employer contributes a fixed amount of premium as prescribed by the law. Above and beyond that, there is no responsibility of mine. Got it? Not got it? Same way we have National Pension Scheme. You can read it. So first four is an example of defined contribution plan. Next, all are the example of defined benefit plan. For example, gratuity. A lump sum amount is payable to an employee on retirement or resignation or death based on the salary and years of service. It is based on what? Salary. Which salary? Future salary. So, did I contribute any fixed amount for this? No. Exactly what amount I'm going to pay, do I know? No. So, such kind of employee benefit is called as defined benefit plan. Defined benefit plan. Here, the lump sum amount will be paid at the end of the year. Who will pay? Sorry, end of the employment. Who will pay? The company will pay. Who will pay? Company will pay. Now, am I making any contribution to that scheme from the beginning? No. So, whatever is the last drawn salary, based on that, I'll compute. And whatever liability comes, that liability I have to pay. So, the risk is very larger in case of defined benefit plan. The risk is less in case of defined contribution plan. Got it? Not got it? Employer promises as defined benefit calculated using the prescribed formula. So, same way, this pension, which is defined benefit pension, post-retirement medical benefit, leave encashment, not short-term, the long ones, which I pay after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, after retirement. All these are called as defined benefit plans. Got it? Not got it? So in short, we have to say, in defined contribution plan, you are giving the employee benefit as a contribution in regular intervals. And above and beyond that contribution, there is no obligation that you have. After that contribution, your liability is over. But in defined benefit obligation, you are telling that after you retire, I'll pay so much. On what basis? Based on your last drawn salary, based on your number of years of services. What that exactly will be, nobody knows. So which means that can come as a huge lump sum amount. So what you promised, you have to deliver. How much to deliver? It is unlimited. We don't know. There's no limit to it. It depends on certain criteria, certain factors. So that kind of employee benefit plans are called as defined benefit plans. Got it? Not got it? So in the examination, the question that is more fully is going to come is from defined benefit plan. Contribution only mein liye. The example what we saw now of that PF. This is defined contribution plan ka accounting treatment. Any difficulty here? No. Entire masala is there where? In defined benefit obligation. How? You are recording entry today. Entry today. Entry today. But when will you pay the money? After 10 years. About 10 years kaliche, what is the last one salary you have to estimate, calculate? Then you have to split that over a period of 10 years. Then you have to do discounting. So entire masala is coming where? In the defined benefit plan. So in the next class, we will do practical questions based on defined benefit plan. This is one segment where most of the question is going to come in your examination. Got it, not got it. Apart from this, whatever topic I've discussed since morning, this is important from your MCQ perspective. MCQ perspective. Clear or not clear? Yes, Kana. Difference? You want to see difference between? Yes. One second. Which difference between this one? Correct. Correct. So, for example, future obligation, I'm telling that I'll pay pension to you every month until you die. Which means what? Until the person dies, I have to keep on paying the amount. So that kind of employee benefit is called as defined benefit plan. Hmm. Correct. Correct. Restriction will come. Right. Both are not same. This 5 lakh what I've calculated is an estimation. It's an estimation. Now, after 10 years, what salary that the person will get, do you know? No, no, that's what I'm saying. No, you'll understand this better when I do the question because we have practical question based on this. So where I'll teach you how do I calculate the future ka salary after 10 years. Then that amount what I calculate on that how to apply percentage, how to allocate that between multiple years, how do I do discounting. So in the 5 lakh rupees, next class you're supposed to calculate it. So you understand that practically, then you will feel the difference between contribution plan and benefit plan. Contribution plan, I'm telling you, still you're lucky that your liability is very limited and restrictive. Here, in defined benefit obligation, the liability can become a bomb. It can explode at any bigger level also. So how to do accounting of such benefit plans is what we are going to learn in the next class. Both are not same, both are different. Once you learn the technique, you will then understand what is the actual difference. So wait for the next class to get a even more better clarity. Hmm. Why इतना confusion? Contribution benefit plan. आप tell. Not necessary. मेरा खुद का कंट्रीब्यूशन भी रहेगा ना मेरे खुद का फंड के अंदर वहां से भी मैं दे सकता हूँ बट उसके अंदर क्या अमाउंट फिक्स हो गया इतना ही दूंगा इससे ज्यादा नहीं दूंगा करके नॉट नेसेसरी इट कैन कम थ्रू थर्ड पार्टी इट कैन कम थ्रू अस ऑल्सो हाँ वर्कमैन कॉम्पनसेशन फंड तो मैं कौन सा फंड किसको दे रहा हूं मैं ओके एनी अदर डाउट्स प्लीज सो आई शेयर दिस पीडीएफ टू ऑल ऑफ यू इन द ग्रुप First, I'll try to upload in the app. If app is helping you, it's okay. Or else I'll circulate in the group. Please revise and come. The next class is going to be on Saturday, 10:15 range morning. We will start. Right? So guys, that's all from my side for this session. I will see you all on Saturday, 10:15 sharp. Until then, bye-bye. See you. Take care. Thank you so much.